All right, and everybody, welcome to the New England Regionals. We got Jackson Erdos on the starting block right there. But first, we're out here in Tyngsboro at their sports arena complex, and this place is amazing. It gives me Worlds vibes, the way that we're in here in this huge space. We are going to be going through sort of the format of what we're going to see today. They're doing the demos right now for the Elite Male course, and I'm joined here with Tej.
You didn't introduce yourself.
You're right, my bad. I'm Will,
guys. Will?
Listen, okay, I haven't been doing the TNA commentary all season. You're kind of polished.
It's okay, we'll get you to it.
I'm used to the remote commentary.
That's true.
But we've got the format for the event today. So we, at the regionals competition, have two courses that matter. We have a flow course and a challenge course. The way that the flow course works, we're not going to be covering that here, but the flow course is a fall and done. So as soon as you fail an obstacle, your whole run is over, and the fastest person to the furthest obstacle is going to come out on top.
Yeah, and then we are going to be on the challenge course where athletes will have multiple attempts at the obstacle. So they have, let's say you fail an obstacle, you get to have a retry, and if you fail it again, then that would be the end of your run. However, if you got it on that next try, you can continue forward. You have a maximum of 3 fails before your run will be over. So this course is a little bit tricky. I mean, I've seen some stuff that's been happening, so we're definitely going to see those retries come into play.
Yeah, and I'm super excited to see the way that the different athletes attack these different obstacles with different techniques, sort of showing off different strengths. It's going to be a great time. And then, of course, the combined placements from flow and challenge determine the course overall, which is your regional placement. So basically, everyone is fighting for qualifying spots based on the course overall scoring. So you're basically trying to do as well as you can on 2 different courses, and if there is a tie, I believe it's whoever did best on the challenge course is the tie break.
I believe that's true, yes. Something also to note, if you guys are on this live stream right now and you want to see the flow course, which we have not started the flow course yet, you can go on to the YouTube, and there are different links for the different courses. So there are currently 2 different challenge courses going on right now, and a flow course that will be started in a little bit. But just if you're confused, you are not going to see all of the runs on this live stream. So you can go back and take a look at those other ones. And if you want to know who's on what at what time, go on the World Ninja League website, and that is where they'll be able to kind of tell you who's on what course at what time.
That's right, and all the athletes that are here qualified their way here through one of the many qualifying gyms. So this is a list right here of some of the gyms in New England. There's even more than this pretty big list here, stretching all the way from down in southern and western Connecticut and even eastern parts of New York, all the way up to the barren cold, the forested New Hampshire, Vermont, Massachusetts, of course. There's a bajillion Massachusetts gyms out here. And so if you're interested in getting involved in the action yourself, look out for any of these gyms in New England area. Get involved, go out and compete. If you're new, get out to a Tier 2 competition. This is Tier 1, so these guys have all been doing Ninja for the whole length of the season, probably years at this point.
Yeah, especially if you're in the Elite League. You've probably been doing this for years for sure. So there's so many different ways that you can be involved. You can, like you said, go to a qualifier at a Tier 2 and a Tier 1. All those are listed on the website, and we're getting towards the end of the season right now, so this is regionals, and then we'll have Worlds in June, and then the season usually starts sometime around September. But you can always look at any of these gyms, go on the World Ninja League website, and be able to see all the different gyms that are associated with the what we call WNL, and be able to kind of try it out yourself.
Yep, and now we're going to see how many spots these elite male athletes are competing for, and I believe there's 45 competing athletes, so we've got a pretty big field, and they're duking it out for only 30 spots that will qualify them to the World Championships. So it's going to be a little bit of a fight. I believe there are still people that are pre-qualified that doesn't count to this number. So I'm going to guess that most athletes here will end up going to the World Championships, but you still want to be secure. You got to make sure that you get in the top percentage here to really make sure that you can get out to North Carolina here.
Yeah, because I do also believe, I think I have some notes on terms of like a lot of people are already qualified. I think at least like the last 10 to 15 runners for the most part are already qualified. However, it does help, I believe, your run order spot in Worlds. And being later in a run order can be very helpful because you can see, one, how obstacles move a little bit differently, and two, be able to see if there's any beta that that might be able to help you to get through an obstacle that you're not sure how to tackle. So being able to watch other people run can be very helpful. So the better you do here at regionals, the later you might be able to run at Worlds, and that's just going to benefit you if you're going for that World Championship spot.
Yeah, and I mean, out here in New England, we got a lot of people that could be going for that spot. Maybe we should switch over here. Let's see some of the people that we've got coming up in the run order. So, let's see if we can. And you have to forgive us. We're learning sort of as we go back here, Tej and I. We're getting the graphics pulled up ourselves. So
figuring it out. Do you have it on yours?
I hit the run order.
They're
hit the
making a quick
screen button.
I did. It's yellow.
Whatchamacallit,
Okay. Well, we can't see that yet, but let's go over something else. Let's go over who our top picks are. I know you don't have a list in front of you.
That's fine. We got a list off to the side. We can slow roll through it. I've already got some people in this elite male wave that I'm going to call some of my top picks. And I'm going to go right away. I know you're the TNA commentator, okay? I was competing in TNA with my buddy Tom Albertie all season. Tom is an incredible athlete. He got second at Northeast Regionals with people like Jackson Erdos.
Yeah.
You know, there's some absolute monster athletes in the Northeast region, and Tom managed to get second. I've got to put Tom in my top 3 again because he's just so well-rounded. I'm seeing a lot of cliff-type movements in this course, which we should get into that at some point too. But I'm going to lock in Tom as one of my top 3. I think that he's got what it takes to really push the pace here.
I don't know, you sound pretty biased to me.
I am biased.
No, but you can be biased, but also have the accolades to back it up. Because Tom,
That's right.
what place did you get at Worlds last year? Was it third?
Third
yeah,
on everybody.
At Worlds. So we're at regionals right now, and like you said, he already got second. So that is a very fair pick. I don't think I have like a top person, but I have a couple that I'm definitely keeping my eye on that I always kind of have in my back pocket as some of my favorites.
Of course.
Gavin Obi is always on my list. He is one of those that people kind of forget about sometimes, but then you watch him on the course and he's just so impressive and so powerful. You never know what he can pull out because he looks like absolutely nothing and just comes out there and just destroys courses sometimes.
You took it out of my mouth. Gavin's one of my favorite athletes of all time because the amount of training he does for how good he is, the proportions don't make any sense.
It doesn't.
And he's done a lot of training, don't get me wrong, but usually he does his best with very little preparation.
Yeah.
And he does so little warm-up. I remember I was at my comp and he didn't warm up at all. Maybe he did 5 minutes more before his starting blocks. He gets up there and he ends up getting one of the best scores of the entire event.
Exactly. He's so casual about it.
So casual about it.
Like, he's so unassuming, and that's one of my favorite things about Gavin, especially he's on the smaller side, and just seeing the power that comes out of him always impresses me.
Oh, yeah.
Someone else I want to name is Aaron Giacomo.
Giacomo?
I always pronounce his last name wrong. Lance, how do you say your last name? Okay, I did say it right. Giacomo. Okay, I did say it right. His dad's right here being our MC on the floor today. So
you can butcher my name. He has my permission to butcher my name.
Yeah, we got Aaron's dad out here. He was doing commentary for Northeast, and my last name, Schlageter, is a real mouthful. So I think any pronunciation of a Giacomo is acceptable coming out of me here. So we'll do our best here, Aaron.
Yeah, but Aaron is an absolute powerhouse, and he's going to be running last today, so he's going to get to see everyone go and know exactly what he needs to be able to do. So he's going to get all the beta, and I see him in training a lot, and he throws the moves, and he's just so precise with them, and I'm really excited to see him take it on. I know some people still know him. He's still, I think, on the rise, which I think is really cool. But
I think it's awesome, especially because he's running last in the New England regionals. That means that he has the most points in the New England region. So that means that he went to the most comps, he got as many first, second, and third places as possible, and just really put in the work this season. I totally agree. Aaron is going to be one of my top picks. I think one of my next top picks is going to have to be Loick. Loick coming out of Canada.
Yeah.
Loick? All right.
I think. That's how I've always said it.
Yeah. Well, Loick is an absolute beast. But actually, it looks like we're getting started right now with our first runner.
Wow, we're starting up quick here. I'm excited.
Yep. So we have right up here on the starting block coming out MST, the same gym as Loick, Canadian athlete. I believe this is Thomas.
It's not scrolling.
Yep, there we go. We got Thomas Bernard. And just making his way quickly through this TikTok obstacle. Now look, we have these hourglass-shaped obstacles. You got to go up and down with them. And then we move our way over into these boxes. Now we saw something like this at Bucket of Chalk. And you can see you have to flip the box around to get to the handles. And Thomas is really moving efficiently. And what's impressing me is not just the amount of confidence he has moving into these obstacles, but the fact that he's 15 and moving like this. I mean, he's a kind of tall guy. I think he's taller than me.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see. This is one of the ones I'm very curious about because it's kind of like if anyone does rock climbing, it's kind of like a rock climbing hold where you have to be able to get up, turn around. You see it's a little awkward to get onto, but you have to be able to have the technique. And what they're going to do is they're going to pull it. It's going to drop. You got to absorb that drop. And then you're going to reach up. For the males, you got to jump all the way. Yeah, nice.
That's
awesome.
So
now they can either turn around. You could maybe later see some people do 180s across. You never know.
I think we'll see that.
Yeah, I think so too. Locks it in there, looking really good right now.
Yeah, and this seems like it's mostly Duck Duck Goose, right? One of the American Ninja Warrior obstacles, redesigned by Stage 4. They did a great job putting this thing together, and now we're into the wrenches here.
Yeah, these wrenches are very interesting because the way you have to put it on is very specific. So when I was playing on these a little bit yesterday, putting it down, it's like really easy because you're like, oh, it's straight up and down. But then to get that turn angle and have it to be able to match up can be pretty tough.
For me, I'm like kind of worried about the amount of rotation you have. I mean, you can see right here, Thomas getting a little bit held up on this obstacle. And this is not one you want to be taking a retry on because of how long it takes to start. And you can see right there just how perfectly lined up you have to be to get these going. And you might think to yourself, oh, look, I think I could early dismount, but if you swing too hard, you're going to pop that sucker right on off, and you're just not going to be in the place that you want.
Yeah, and it's a pretty precise dismount too, so you definitely have to make a certain amount of moves. You probably want to get to at least one of the wrenches into the last board, which is what he's going to be transferring over to now. He's got to lock that in there.
Thomas has been hanging here for at least 45 seconds, and unfortunately slips right off. Now, the good thing about the challenge course retry is that your time is paused during it, so he's going to get a shake out for a little bit while they knock these wrenches back down. And you see he gets a quick chalk from Coach, but he's going to have just under a minute now to finish the rest of this course. And if his last attempt is any indication, this is going to be probably like a 40-second obstacle for most of these athletes.
It's going to be long. I mean, it also depends on if you're doing it long-armed or if you're able to do a lock-off where your arm's in a 90-degree angle. Depends there, yeah. Gases out there. I mean, that's going to be one that if you have to do that a second time, that's not going to be fun.
You're not going to have a good time, no.
Right.
And maybe as these athletes keep competing, maybe the chalk texture is going to become better, but it also might become worse.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
You really don't know what we're going to get here. And this is a look at the last obstacle that a lot of people are saying is going to be like the crux of the whole thing. I think I agree with them. It's one of those super technical obstacles. That first one, you're allowed to catch the sloper cliffs and push them open as you catch the next cliff. And then the second set, you're not allowed to catch the sloper cliffs. You have to push open that doorway completely before engaging. And now,
this is what I'm ready for.
I love watching Jacobe.
This is Jacobe Herman. He is, one of my favorite people. I'm just so excited. He's honestly a great coach as well as an athlete. He doesn't always... I'm curious what our course designer Matt is. Well, he was not the course designer, but he helped with the courses, putting everything up. But yeah, definitely curious to see how Jacobe will do. He doesn't train super often, but he does a lot of coaching and scootering, so he's got really good awareness. He trained a lot when he was younger, so he's got a lot of talent in him. He's also super naturally talented, so definitely excited to see him on here.
And I got to shout out, I think he's got Vans on. I think it's one of my favorite ninja shoes.
Yeah.
In terms of look and grip, it's got it all pretty much. So we're going to get a little bit of a better look now at some of these early obstacles. The tick-tock, and he links the dismount on that spinning wheel. That's one of those cool ones that we saw at Northeast Regionals in a couple of different layouts. It's a very versatile obstacle. I like the way they're using it here. And now these crazy blocks.
Nice. So that move is a really cool move, and we got to see Jacobe get at that one where you have to flip the box sideways to be able to catch the bar and then transition over.
And he's on the way to the balance. They look like just a little bit tricky to step on, but I don't think we're going to see a ton of people get knocked out from the balance.
I mean, he's a scooter, so he usually rides that thing with a scooter, so I think he's good on that one.
Yeah. He probably wish he had a scooter on that one.
He definitely does. Let's see, big jump backwards, nice, locks it in there. Oh, he's looking at the 180. He's someone who I'm not surprised if he does it. Yep, as we see, the 180 across there.
It's cool you got the clips on the front and the sides. You have sort of two options, even within the, am I turning around, am I doing a 180? There's all these different variations that you can do of this move.
Definitely. This is one that I'm really curious to see Jacobe on because he doesn't always train a lot, so he's good with the flowy kind of technical things. He's really smart in that aspect, but curious to see if he has the plan and the strength and endurance to get through this one.
See, I'm worrying that the pants and the sweatshirt are adding an extra 5 pounds to his, it's like a weight vest for him right now.
I told him, but they were all like, why are you wearing that? But, it's Jacobe. It's his style. Yeah. It's what he does.
Oh, and it looks great.
And this is what he trains in. So he's used to it. He's used to the other little extra pounds on there.
Yeah, it's like, he's used to training with the weight vest then, That's pretty awesome. That's just impressive to me. See, he's going for this weird backwards type grip.
Oh, he's so close.
Yeah, that's going to be such a tough reach. He's basically trying to skip one of the boards, it looks like, but it's going to be so
Oh, he's
hard.
on there.
Wow, just barely. And the thing is, those two hexes are facing each other, so when you have them both, I think you have to kind of keep
Oh, you dropped down off that one. Yeah, see, that's going to be...
That nunchuck grip like you were talking about.
Yes. Yeah, it's easier to get it on. As you saw, he was struggling to get it on, which is why he went with the vertical way, but then being able to hold on to it is really hard.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where your one-arm lock-off strength. This is why this is an elite obstacle here. You need to really be able to kind of do a one-arm pull-up for a little bit just to get engaged on this thing.
I think he could do one of those. I don't know if he can in the middle of the course.
Yeah.
At this point, but
on a vertical grip type.
Right. So, but he has a coach Jordan Thurston there on his side, so I'm sure that he's giving him the best beta that he can because he knows Jacobe as an athlete. He's trained him since he was young, so he definitely knows him well enough to know his strengths and be able to hopefully get a good plan in.
Jordan's probably one of the best coaches that you can have out here. Especially when he has that kind of history with that.
Oh, he got it.
Look at how
he's still on the vertical grip.
That wrist was twisted 180 degrees away from where you probably want it.
Yeah.
What a crazy run. But hey, he is sitting in first place, a little faster than Thomas at that same point. So hopefully he can hang on to that. I think we will see that be a crux for a good run.
Yeah, definitely. I think we're going to have to see. People are watching, seeing how they're going to be able to attack that one. I'm a little sad because I would have loved to see Jacobe on that last obstacle. It's definitely his more style, a little flashy, more quick hands, that kind of stuff. But, a great run so far. So we're seeing already where the crux point is here, and we're going to see Quinn get after it out of Romania.
Quinn is an awesome guy coming out of Ninja Mania. He does a lot of their course design and like obstacle design. I see him building all sorts of crazy stuff for their gym all the time. So these more technical obstacles, I think you'll have a bit of a wherewithal and know how to attack them a little bit better. You can see he's trying to use that massive reach of his to get up to the top. Looks like it's working out pretty well. And these guys, it's 1 hourglass up, 1 hourglass down. So you're going to miss that middle section, but the rest of it is like this. It looks like he almost wants to smack it a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you think the smack tech, we're going to see anyone trying that for a little bit more speed?
I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, see, that's where that little pop turn is going to be a little bit challenging. And I think we might. I think it's gonna be the same for the females too. So I'm really excited to see that later.
Yeah, me too.
I will say I did do this obstacle and I tried it and I did get it on my second try. So
it
is doable.
Well, that's all they need.
It is doable. They only need 2 tries.
And here we're gonna see Quinn attacking it again. See if he adjusts anything from his last attempt or just holds on a little harder. What's it gonna be, Quinn?
Come on, reach. Yeah, there you go.
Beautifully done. And then we're seeing a lot of people doing this sort of almost beta break, sort of smack it around, ready to grab that rail.
Nice.
That's smooth.
Yeah, no, that was really good. Ooh, you made me a little nervous on that. I saw him go a little sideways on that. I don't know if you guys could see from that camera angle, but I was like, woo. Oh, he's down on these rollers.
Yep. So there's 2 options back there. There's the skate obstacle using those skate rails, and then these
agility barrels.
Yeah, these stage 4 barrels. I mean, when they aren't locked in, they can lock in. When they're not locked in, those things can move. So I'm not at all surprised that someone as good as Quinn was to go fall on that one. And unfortunately, I think that ended his run right there too. So.
Oh man.
But hey, we're gonna have some fun on the rest of it. We got this dropping log obstacle, which, by the way, this is in Northeast. It's not as easy as it looks to hold on to those things. You see his feet just jolt right off.
No, I did this for the first time the other day, and we didn't really have footholds on it, and I flew right off of it. And I was like, oh, I think we need a foothold here. No, super impactful, as well as these drops here. So.
Yeah, Quinn with the static beta there, which is, I think the taller athletes will see that and now start migrating towards, it's a little bit more confident. Right. You don't have to fully commit to a jump. You can be a little more brute force, a little more strengthy.
Yeah, and we got a very big range of athletes that are going to be on it today. So you're definitely going to see people like Gavin, who's a little bit smaller, but then you have super tall athletes that will be able to just reach right up and over.
I'm thinking Cody Benoway.
Cody Benoway. I was trying to think of
reach
someone.
This no problem. Same with the wrenches. There's a little bit of a reach advantage for some of these athletes.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But they are kind of set up in a way where once you get across.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, we going to see a figure 4 here today? That next move?
Oh, well, that's going to be up for our rock climbers that are competing, right? I'm thinking Evan LaValle might figure 4.
That used to be a thing in Ninja that people used to do more. Like, I learned it when I started. Bring it back.
Right?
I think Matt Bradley wants that.
I don't think you can ever force it, right? So you're always going to get some people that are too strong.
Yeah.
They can just
but
do
hey,
it with
that's
one
cool.
arm.
Good for them.
Yeah, I totally agree. But for efficiency's sake, especially on a burnout style, like figure 4 is the way.
Right. Let's see. I don't know if Quinn's a climber or not.
Yeah. For those of you who might not know what a figure 4 is, you kind of loop your leg around your arm, and you use that to help yourself do almost a one-arm pull-up without having to use your arm strength for it. So it's a pretty advanced technique. Hopefully we can figure it out. Okay, next up we got Evan Bomengen. This is probably I think he's the only elite coming out of the Windsor Ninja Academy. He's been really on a tear lately. He designs his own obstacles, red bomb bros, I'm pretty sure. So you can always look out for that. And he's been sort of breaking into the scene as a course designer as well, with some really awesome courses out of the Windsor Ninja Academy. So excited to sort of see what he has. Look, he's sending a big Shea here straight to the bottom of the second hourglass. That's a new technique. I really like it.
I like that too.
I can see a lot of people maybe even start jump linking. Like that,
for sure. Once we get
definitely.
Once they start seeing how far it is, gauging the distance, I think we'll see that.
Ooh, a little bit of a new technique on that. What was he thinking? I don't know. It looks like he had to start on 2 clips. Yeah, it was not properly reset, so they're going to give him a rerun because the handle is supposed to be in the down position, and instead he got the clips in the down position.
Oh, so he just jumped to it anyway?
I mean, that's kind of the ninja way, right? There's an obstacle for you.
Maybe I was wrong. I'll just jump to it anyway.
It's kind of sick how he wanted to do the 180 throwback, though. Maybe that he'll be running. We'll probably run again after a few people here, give them a chance to rest up. And we're going to just keep on trucking along. And the referee is just sort of finishing up his run there, moving on to the next athlete. So we'll see Evan again in a little bit here. Next we're going to have Thomas Joly. I believe it's another MST athlete. He's got the Link 182 shirt, which, by the way, goated shirt, super cool. For you punk fans, that's a great design for your ninjas and your music fans. Making sure the shoes are all locked in. The only thing that you really want super clean shoes for here, I'm thinking, is that skate rail on the far back. That thing is wood, and it can be covered in chalk and get a little slick. But it looks like we're getting started right here. So, Thomas, another Canadian athlete. I love seeing these Canadians coming into the, the American New England Regionals. Pretty awesome. Quick work through that first obstacle. Looks like we're going for the up and over technique. We're actually using both of the hourglasses pulling through. And now we're going to get to see these question mark boxes. Mystery box. Oh my lord. Look how fast that thing moves. Yeah, so it's pretty easy to throw that thing is what we're seeing right here. Maybe perhaps even too easy to throw that thing. It's really cool though how they're able to weight the cubes in different ways to get different parts in different orientations. So really big shout out to Stage 4 for doing a great job putting these things together. And this is Thomas's second attempt now. So if he fails it again, unfortunately, that'll be it. But you can see he's going a little slower, looking like he's trying to hit it with a little more confidence.
He's trying to take a look at it, too. There you go. Now you spot it. It is hard to see.
I'm realizing now that's almost a forced move, this like smack it around to get the handle, because you can't throw from the two cliffs. I didn't realize that until now.
It is, yeah. No, it's that was the intention, was to tap it and be able to grab that handle was the intention of that obstacle.
Yeah, so you see here, he's just one-stepping that agility barrel, which is probably the best way to do it. The less you step on it, the less chance you have of making a mistake.
Well, he did parkour as a hobby, so that's definitely probably feels a little comfortable on his feet to be able to do something like that.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, these parkour style athletes have such a huge advantage on speed courses, on full body type obstacles. So he's got the cliff power to get through this too. I've been seeing Thomas posting on social media, always doing these big links, these cool, new, innovative moves. So if he can get through these wrenches, I feel like he's going to be our first one. Well, not literally, but also I think he's got a good chance to do this last cliff obstacle.
Okay, hear me out.
Right.
He's got everything.
He does.
He's got, like, I'm looking at his bio right now, and he does parkour he did that for a hobby, and now he started doing calisthenics and bouldering as a hobby. So,
and he's doing the vertical grip version of the wrenches right here. So
yeah, so he might have good grip for this.
I think so. Jeez, but how long can you fight? Not for too long. It is a hard fight with vertical grip there.
No, these are brutal. They really are. It's going to be our crux point for most of the day. I mean,
definitely.
All right, going on his second attempt here. He's got about a minute left.
I like this approach. This looks really solid. Good grips for the hands. Got to wiggle it out. Now, they did get to see Jackson Erdos demo this obstacle for everybody, but, you know, how useful is a Jackson demo really, right?
No, that's so fair.
All right, so this is the hard move. This is the move that everyone seems to be falling on. I wonder, I was just going to say, maybe it's going to match, maybe even switching the hands around.
Oh, he's got the walk off. Oh, there we go, now, he's in there.
This is the part that Jacobe fell on earlier. When you get that vertical grip, you have to be able to squeeze long enough to wiggle it out. And he is the first to get both here. But now, he's still got to get to one more board with only 15.
Oh, he's sliding down. He's looking at the dismount.
Yeah.
I think it might slide. Oh, yeah, we're popping up.
Yeah, 10 seconds left. You did what you had to do. But Thomas paving new ground out here. He said, I've got 5 seconds. Let me just send it real quick.
Yeah. Oh. He got his hands on it.
Hey, that's what pump arm does to you. Your arms stop working. Great run from Thomas, though. That was really the best fight we've seen so far on that wrench obstacle.
Definitely made it further than that.
That's right. All right, the next up we have Loick Forier. You know, and
Canadian.
I'm going to apologize. I'm going to make some mistakes on these names.
Oh, yeah, me too. I'm not helpful in that scenario. That's why I called Lance over earlier.
Yeah. So we're going to do our best. Yell at us afterwards, okay? We'll be here all weekend. At least I will be.
I'll be back here on Sunday.
Well, yeah, Lewis, I think, was actually just chalking Thomas. So he got a nice up-close look at everything. They're switching off. That's great.
I love that.
Friendship and camaraderie. You can see he's got the 2 blue wristbands. He's a coach and an athlete. And here we go. We're starting onto the first obstacle, striding on through into that pit stop. One swinging it, big release dismount. This is really good efficiency out of Lewis. Coming out of Canada, one of the strong MST athletes. Let's see what we've got here.
So the two of them, now that I'm looking at it, like so many, it's interesting how many people are kinesiology. Ooh, they can smooth through that.
It does kind of make sense, you know, kinesiology and ninja kind of go hand in hand.
Right.
Knowing how the body works, bringing different contacts. Yeah, he was really smooth on that throwback section. It seems the timing on getting the handle on that third cube is a little bit tricky. Let's see how he handles this Joly barrel.
Nice.
1-2 out. That's as smooth as they make them.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, the tilting log. This big drop. It's one of those things that's like, you really hope to not fall on something like that. It's a jarring drop there for you, though. And the backwards tech, that's cool. I think we're going to see every different type of technique on this obstacle by the end of the time.
100%. Right? I mean, I think it's a preference thing, honestly, whether you feel comfortable going backwards and whether you feel comfortable doing a 180 on that.
Did you try this one?
Nah, did I? No, actually I didn't try this whole part.
Yeah, I didn't get to try any of these. Yeah, I'm probably going to play on it after. I'm hoping they'll let me on it. You know?
I'm sure. I mean, I played on some of the adult variations of it, and all the grips feel pretty good, honestly, especially the blue ones.
All right, so Lewis is going for that vertical grip on the wrenches that we've seen. Yeah, do that to everybody.
Yeah, the vertical is just tough. Like, I mean, everyone's like, oh, you can hold a nunchuck. Like, you can hold on to this.
We train one arms on nunchucks all the time as ninjas.
Right.
Especially in the elite division, that's like not a basic skill, but an expectation.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to see less and less people doing that as the wave continues, and people sort of realize that you kind of got to keep these in the wedged position.
Yeah, and you got to understand that angle. So as you're looking right now, you see like, okay, I had to angle it this much to get it to fit on.
Right.
And trying to know like, okay, see, that's exactly I think what he's starting to do, being like, okay, this one's at this angle. If I put this one there, it'll probably line up.
Yeah.
Which it did. Oh, nice. He's getting smooth with it now.
I think we saw a lot of early people trying to do skips, trying to like reach past their wingspan and just really commit to these like bigger, faster moves. But I think what I like about Lewis's run is he's just doing every move as intended. And he's the first to get it tilted onto this.
And that's the part where we're seeing everyone fall. So I think we could see our first go here.
30 seconds on the clock.
Come on.
He's got to be burning right now.
Come on. Okay, he's looking at the dismount now.
Okay.
He's unsure.
I think he could do it from here.
I think so too. Oh, he looks like he's burning. Come on, it's going to be big.
Oh! It's the first one through. 14 seconds. Can he flash it? Come on, baby. He still has a retry.
With 7 seconds left.
He's good. Now the time's starting. Now we can start. I mean, just send it, buddy. Go. So there's your close-up look at what we got going on. The sloper clip straight into the flat. It's sort of a variation of Matt Bradley's covered obstacle.
Yes.
Right? Except it's cool because you're throwing the doors up instead of sort of towards you. It's a really cool design here from stage 4. What's this one called?
It's called Break Open Clip.
Yeah, you got to break open the clip. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Great name on it.
And I like the different variations you can have for an obstacle like this because you're able to, because over on the adult course we have the same obstacle, but they're able to close them, which is a little bit easier, but still super challenging. So I like it.
You know, I got to shout out the rigging team out here doing so much work trying to dial in the courses for every different division with the same types of obstacles. That's a hard challenge.
Definitely.
So shout out the whole team out here.
Next up we got Jacob. Jacob's actually one of the guys that I train with over at
Attention elite females, please make sure you all checked in. Demo will be in 10 minutes on the flow course. Elite females, make sure you checked in. Demo will be in 10 minutes on the flow course.
On the wheel there already, sort of showing good, like in the moment awareness of being able to change the hands and not just end up spinning in the wheel of doom there. Goes the hourglass smoothly too. And now, what do we got? Do we have the tech, Jacob?
He's pretty good at clips, so I'm not too worried about the holds that he's on. Oh my gosh, that was, I think, just his hips were too low below him, so it kind of peeled him off, so he's got to get a little bit higher to be able to absorb it.
Yeah, and that sort of reverse catch hand, because it's not even a good angle for a clip hanger, it really matters where your top hand is. So if your bottom hand isn't all the way around that bottom, what happened to Jacob is going to happen to you.
Right,
so this is a really, you know, even though a lot of people have cleared this is a way more technical obstacle than I think it's getting the credit for.
Oh, 100%. I mean, you got to get your hips at the right. Oh, not touching. Went out that first one. It was just an unfortunate way he grabbed it, and then obviously only had one chance to be able to get that turn.
Yeah.
Hoping to see him be able to get a strong look at the rest of these obstacles here.
I mean, hey, he's still, right, he's 16, so he's on the younger side for this division. He's got plenty of years in the sport. He's going to get so much stronger. I know you guys out of the Ascend constantly setting up the most technical obstacles. So
Yeah, and he's definitely one who's still on the rise. Like he's
awesome.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, always training hard. So
now I'm just noticing this, that the those duck gooses are actually offset from the pillar, so you're not doing a straight dyno backwards. It's actually backwards and to the left a little bit. So that adds another layer of complexity to this that the camera angle doesn't necessarily show you.
yeah, true. That's things that we can only really see here. That's what we're here for.
Exactly. We got you guys. All right. Yeah, this is going to be the crux. Wow. He is doing those skips that I was talking about.
Yeah, he is.
Which is honestly awesome to see that confidence at 16. That's really cool because a lot of these more seasoned athletes, like Lewis, who just went 20, you know, it took him a while to figure this one out.
So the thing that I'm seeing is when people are going for those skips, it makes it a lot harder to be able to get the wrench then off of the nut that it's on.
Yeah,
so
right.
I think that's why people are struggling with it. See, as you saw with him, he just moved it closer so that way he could get it off. Twisted arm there. Yeah, there you go. Much
direction.
better.
Yeah.
Come on, Jacob. Oh!
What I love about obstacles like this, like the cliff bogeys, which are like one-handed cliffhangers, I really love how it's like a maze. You have to turn yourself in all these different directions and figure out the right order of everything.
Yeah.
I think that's like a really cool aspect of it.
Yeah, it's like it's similar to something you would look at when you're campusing a climb in rock climbing.
Totally.
Like where you're trying to figure out, okay, what's the best way? Where do I go? Which hand do I start with? Like all these different things depending on movement. It makes it interesting because everyone's their own. Like everyone's different sizes, different strengths, all that. So.
Well, Jacob ran out of time on that last obstacle. Shame we didn't get to see him give it a few attempts, but we're moving on to Ramses Valdez, a real powerhouse out of Barros.
Gigi's here. She's listening on the live stream. Hello. That's his girlfriend. She's awesome.
Yeah, Gigi's the best. Ramsey's really powerful athlete. Big in calisthenics. He's always doing the next crazy calisthenics move or the biggest laches. So stuff like this, I know he's gotten this.
Definitely, and I love his confidence too when he runs courses. He's just someone who I find to be fun to watch.
Yeah. And what's really crazy is I feel like he only just got on the scene in the last 2 years.
100%.
So the sport is still super new to him, but he's already made a huge name for himself. If you remember the test event for the World Ninja League at Ninja Mania last year, he single-handedly took on an entire team of 5 people and beat every single one of them in a speed course back-to-back with no rest. So his endurance is absolutely no joke. And you can see it just from that. He had no swing, just powered himself right into the duck goose. And those cliff holds, I mean, they're cliffhangers. It just shows you his incredible grip strength. So let's see how he does on these wrenches. You see Tom Albertie on his sideline running his chalk. Tom is probably one of the most mental athletes that there is, and he's just using his grip strength. That's incredible. We've seen so many great athletes unable to do what he's doing right here, of just trying to use one arm at a time. And yeah, I think he's realizing why almost no one's done it like this. But oh my gosh, I don't know what this guy's eating, but it's something crazy because he is just powering through this in a way that no one else has been able to yet. All you need to do is get this move, and yeah. So the swing is another factor here that these athletes are going to have to look out for. That hold is at such an angle that if you're swinging in the direction of the next hold, there's a chance you slip out. And so he just swung too hard, popped right out of that hexagon. But this is his second attempt. He was reaching for the last board on his first attempt. So I think we could see it this time.
Definitely, he's the one who has the strength to be able to do it. So.
Ooh, a new grip style here.
Ooh.
With like a meat hook.
Interesting.
You know, I like that. We haven't seen anyone try that yet.
Doesn't look very comfortable, but you know, who cares about comfort when you're trying to clear an obstacle?
Now, he was pretty much doing all vertical grip last time. I love seeing him adjust now into these angled grips. You saw he was swinging again. So he feels pretty confident in the way that he swings on these. And there we go. One more move, or is he trying to dismount?
He's looking. He's looking.
All right, careful.
He
don't
might
slip.
have it.
Oh,
No!
well, what was
That
like
is
the ref might have cleared him.
Yeah.
It's hard hard to say. His time is paused. No, probably
No,
gonna.
that was done.
Yeah, he didn't cross that front plane. So if you're not familiar with World Ninja League clear rules, there's three things that need to happen. Well, that was a fall.
He asked if he could still do it.
That's so funny. So you have to make sure that you disengage the obstacle you're on. You have to engage the finish platform. And the last part that he didn't quite do there was you have to clear the front plane, meaning your entire body needs to clear this imaginary line that's drawn at the front of the finish platform. So a little bit complicated,
But it's similar if you were on a platform and then were falling back in the water.
Exactly.
Like you're out.
Yeah, it's not just touch the platform. We gotta get on it.
Right. If you come back up, it doesn't count.
In American Ninja Warrior, any falling backwards, no matter what, we're counted. Evan Bomengen. So you saw him. He got to try the first three obstacles a little bit earlier, but there was a reset that wasn't properly done, so he's getting his rerun in right now. And again, Evan, really strong athlete coming out of Windsor Ninja Academy. There's a lot of obstacles. You can already see he's smoothing out from his first run.
I mean, he knows what it feels like a little bit now. It is an advantage, but however, it's not when you have to win twice either.
That's true. You get a little pumped, maybe a little more nerves, which you never really want, but this is his first time on this obstacle,
right.
This part of this obstacle at least, so showing really good first tries. Can he get there in time? Yeah, this timing's a little weird, but able to get it on the second come around of the box. And now we're into the balance. You can see here, so just a little bit of rail precision. Nothing crazy. They're not too slippery. They're just a little awkward. And the barrel agility, quick move through it. Evan's really crushing it right now. Now, Evan loves generating swing obstacles, so I think we'll see him get out of here pretty quickly once he gets his grip on it. And there's that static technique. It's so cool seeing the different ways these athletes tackle these challenges. That's the beauty of Ninja, you know. There's a challenge in front of you. You've never tried it before. You have to do it in your first try. What do you do? No sport is cooler. And Evan doing a great job tackling obstacles first try. Now, he's got about 2 minutes left, okay? So a good amount of time. You can see his time ticking away in that top right. And how is he going to tackle this? Lately, if you've been looking sort of at Instagram, social media, that's sort of where a lot of these ninjas post their progress and post their content that they've been, all their training they've been doing. And Evan's been putting in the work. He's going with a different approach this time. He's really using that lock-off strength, but he's got to turn backwards. There we go. That's exactly what you want. Building some swing up, so this is different from how he did it last time, but it looks like he's really trying to make it work. He's only got 10 seconds. He's gonna have to do something crazy here. There's maybe a world where you build up a bunch of swing and dismount from there, but that sounds just so heinous. Yeah, he can't quite deal with the grip from reaching for the very last X there. I know he's going to go home a little upset about the ending right there. He definitely could have made that dismount. It's just so close. But it's hard to know in the moment the right way to do things. That's the problem with Ninja, but that's one of the big struggles for a Ninja athlete. When you change technique.
How am I going to...
Right, it's hard to know, especially when it's a new obstacle you haven't been on. It's hard to know that difference.
There's the pressure of the moment, right? We're out here at the regionals, and you can sort of see a lot of people watching on the sideline. There's easily, I'd say, 300 people here, maybe 200 people here. So, got a lot of eyes on you. One thing I do like about the Northeast New England format this year is how similar it is to the Worlds experience of just being in sort of like a more stadium setting with these generic rigs designed by, Stage 4 Designs, these obstacles, some of which have never been seen before, really puts the pressure on.
Definitely, I like this in terms of, especially prepping for Worlds, because usually the only time we really get to see setup like this is at Worlds, and it's once a year, so having a really bigger event for regionals is actually a really cool experience for, especially athletes who it's their first season, before hopefully trying to, whether they are qualified or they're going to qualify. It's really cool.
Here we go.
This is my boy Julius.
Yeah, Julius is a tank. He's a veteran of the sport.
Oh, he's the first person. He was one of my first training partners.
Yeah, awesome facility. They're really blessed to have him because look at that. Look at the link
Love
experience.
that.
Beautiful. I like the wide grip on the wheel, sort of knowing how to manipulate those spinning disc type obstacles.
Yeah, I love when Julius goes with confidence, but also control.
Yes.
Definitely have to rein that in. There you go. Come on, Julius. He's trying to take a look at it.
So I feel like a lot of athletes are kind of really getting a lot of height into those cliffs. I like how Julius just
Yeah.
great at it. That's beautiful technique.
Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. He's good, he's good, he's good, he's good. Come on.
You know, it's just style points, right?
Yeah, it is,
It's
it is.
style
I'm like,
points.
I know he climbs, I know he does all the other stuff. He's got good grip strength. As much as he tried to make it look scary, I knew he was good.
Yeah, making me sweat over here.
I know.
All right, a little quick balance across. I know he's got his balance, his footwork. It's one of those things that ninjas probably don't train enough in this modern day and age. I feel like I don't see enough lower body training from ninjas. You look at Instagram, it's all linked. It's burnout courses. It's
Yeah.
crazy technical obstacles, right?
And he took one fail there on the roller, so let's hope he gets through on this next one. Yeah, there we go.
Quinn on the sideline. That's what got him earlier, but
Julius makes it through.
yeah,
But
learning.
yeah, I do miss the more lower body. I'm glad they have at least 2 in a row over here, but
Yeah.
it definitely is been missing from the sport a lot more.
R.I.P. balance.
I
you
know. I know.
I think one of my favorite obstacles of all time is balance tanks, and we haven't seen a hard or even like a new balance tank type of obstacle in
I
so
know.
long.
We used to have them all the time, like in different variations too.
Yeah, bring them back, course designers.
Yeah.
Bring them back.
We need it. My hands need it during training.
Right.
By the time I get to Thursday, my hands are toast. I need to do some lower body. All right, let's go, Julius.
All right, here's the Crocs. He's got a little less time here than some of the other guys that got to the same spot, but I mean, he's got the endurance for it, I'm sure.
Yeah, like I said, I don't even know when I've known Julius since, but it's been a long time, and I always know he's always training really hard, and he
Totally.
definitely rock climbs sometimes. So, okay,
Now,
going high.
I haven't seen this one
I
yet.
think Quinn, I saw him talking to Quinn about it. So I think they were trying to see maybe a different way to get it, but it looks like it's getting a little bit more stuck.
That looks like it's a cliffhanger type grip now, because you can't get your fingers all the way around it and put them on the hexagons. But it's working, you know?
Yeah.
It looks like getting them off is maybe more challenging.
But yeah, I don't know if you just saw, he had a good lock up there, so he might be better off going for kind of the 60-degree
Yeah.
angle and then being able to kind of get in that lock off.
Totally agreed.
See,
There it is.
Boy. That's
there
my
it is.
boy.
You called it out from the
I
start.
did. He's probably one of the ones that taught me how to do a figure 4, to be honest.
Come on.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go, Julius. Come on.
Julius.
Come on, Julius.
It's a race against the
So
clock
this is
too
the
now.
figure 4 we're talking about. It can be a little dangerous, so you want to know your strength. Oh,
Yeah.
takes it. All right. Oh, you don't have to reset for yourself, buddy.
Well,
He just-
I think he timed out.
Oh,
there,
did he? Oh my gosh, I didn't even
unfortunately.
notice. I was so into it, I didn't even notice the time.
The figure 4 on the stage 4 design.
Oh.
Love to see it. Now, I mean, we didn't talk about this guy.
He was going to be one of my people if we didn't know it, but he was going to be one of my top.
I mean, and well deserved. Borard is well known for his incredible speed, but
Right. I'm excited to see him on the flow course, definitely, which we'll do a little bit later. But Kevin trains so hard. Again, one of the people that I see training all the time. And he can lock in, stay focused, stay controlled. He shouldn't have any problem with a course like this.
you know, I'm a little surprised he run through the TikTok. That's something that I've seen him do every time there's a TikTok.
If you want to check on Instagram and see his big peel out on a 20-foot TikTok move,
You know,
that's very interesting.
that was a few months ago, and I actually pulled it up last week to show a
Did
kid.
you?
Yeah, because I think it's hilarious.
It was.
The
I was
peel-out's
there.
huge.
I was there. It was what we were all like. We all froze. It was absolutely insane.
But he got back up and did the challenge.
Oh yeah, no, he
He's
still got
got
that
that
going.
dog.
Right, of course. All right, I'm excited to see him in this back half of this course. I don't see him having any really problem here. It's going to be more how he attacks the wrenches, like we've been seeing with everyone. But I could see him, dynoing up. Oh, okay, he can reach. Must be nice.
I like how he kept his knee really high up on that hex nut and sort of like kept his hips high to sort of stop himself from falling off the drop of
Definitely.
that beam. That was a good decision by Kevin there.
Okay, so I already have to point out that Jacoby's goal was to beat Kevin
Oh, no.
And he didn't already. So Jacobe just, you lost that one, buddy.
Sorry, Jacobe. It's
Just because Kevin's his coach.
that's
One of his
exactly
coaches,
why.
so.
That's got to be part of it.
Right.
I think Jacobe's sweatshirt sort of added some wind drag, maybe. Slowed him down a hair.
It probably did. Yeah, that's what we're going to blame it on.
Well, here we go, the crux.
All right, he's got really good lock off, so if he's really smart about this, I just don't see it being a huge issue for him.
Yeah. It's really just, again, it's your endurance. It's how hard can you pull into these lock-offs and get a little higher up, bud. Come on.
Getting that right angle,
There it
too.
is.
He's breathing heavy, but he's happy that he got that one in.
Yeah, it's just so precise. It's not a natural angle.
Definitely not.
All right, we saw Lewis dismount from this exact position. You got to be a little
Woo!
careful.
Started flipping.
Yeah, I
don't
saw
know if you
that.
guys can tell, but come on, Kevin.
Underball.
Yes, Kevin.
Okay, he's about a minute faster than Lewis to this spot, so he's comfortably in first with a minute left on the clock. I mean, at this point, I got to be thinking to myself, how much rest am I taking? Because you want your 2 tries. You probably need at least 20 seconds to de-pump a little bit from the wrenches.
Right, but he's also used to doing courses when he's really tired.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, fine, Kevin, whatever.
Is he going to do it again right here?
I don't think he can.
Nope, it's too far.
Yeah.
Okay, thank goodness.
Something interesting too is that Jordan Thurston he just ran not that long ago, and then he was just coaching someone over on the adult course, and then just when he cleared, he just ran over, and now he's coaching Kevin.
He's an everywhere man.
Yep, he is. All right, so I think now Jordan to be able to tell him how much time you have, and got 30 seconds.
Go, Kevin!
I mean, if Kevin feels good, yeah, you should just start moving.
Yeah.
Are we going to do yeah, of course. If you got the wingspan, that's just definitely the way to do it. A bit of a shame to see a beta break. I really don't think the obstacle is that challenging in the elite male sort of world.
But I think you are forced to do it here anyway, because I think it's a little too far. Oh!
He can almost touch it. So, we might see even longer wingspan athletes going for it, but it's not going to be everybody, for sure. And now, we got Luke Lowell-Liszanc. The triple L.
I'm glad you're trying to say it, because I stopped crying. I just say first names.
Every time I say it, he corrects me. So I'm sure after this, he's going to call me over and be like, you messed it up again. But anyway, from Shelter Island, New York, fun fact, is a tiny island off of Long Island. So it's an island off the coast of an island, which is pretty cool. There's no ninja gyms there. He's just got a bunch of cliffs in his basement, and he goes to the Albany Ninja Lab a lot. So
That's so cool. Fun fact.
he's an everywhere athlete for the region, really. And he is super powerful. He's another athlete, kind of like Jacobe, sort of like skateboard style. So I think this rail will be no problem coming up after this. We just gotta get the throwback. Oh yeah, he tried to skip, but I don't think he realized. I don't think there's clips for his left hand underneath there. Right? Yeah, there's not. It's completely blank. So just a little bit of a game planning error in there, but I'm sure he'll get through it. He was trying to avoid the throwback on that second one, and if you're going to do that, I don't see another way to do it. Maybe if you smack down the third cube and get the bar to rotate all the way into your hand.
Right.
That does not seem easy.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Well, there's the throwback.
We go.
And that's, me as an athlete, whenever I try to skip and I mess it up, and then I do the real intended data, and it's like, first time, I always feel like so silly, But Luke shouldn't feel silly because he just crushed through it. Quick and Joly. And into the dropping beam. Yeah, I mean, being a skater, you gotta have the footwork for the agility.
Right. Definitely, and takes the brunt there. Just a little foot slip, but he's back on it.
Yeah,
See if he goes for a reach or if he goes for a jump.
I know he's a climber style guy too.
Okay.
So, we're going for the dynamic, more of a dyno man.
All right, now we know. Oh, look at this now. Yeah.
Really good set.
Love that efficiency.
Good confidence. And so right now, we've had 2 athletes get past this obstacle, but for the most part, it's kind of a race here, right? It's a race to these wrenches. We'll see how Luke manages to attack it. Yeah, just sort of playing around with the different angles. He's going for that vertical grip. You know, we did see Kevin do it with some pretty good success.
That's because you got to get into your lock-off. So, okay, so he's going into the lock-off now.
Yeah.
Okay, he's trying to get it at that angle.
Yeah.
Okay.
The angle is so awkward for your wrist there.
So we do see he has a lock-off. So
Yeah.
let's see at what point he tries to use it.
Yep, it looks like he's using it to really secure those lower angle tilts on the wrenches here. And I don't know why any athlete wouldn't do the tilt on this one, because it brings you a little closer to the next pecs.
Right, which is it's the hardest move, I'd say.
Yeah, from what we've seen, absolutely the case.
Did he just put it in between his legs? Yeah, he did.
He did. It looks
Okay.
like that is totally fine.
Oh, yeah, they didn't say you couldn't do that, so. But we're at that same point. Can he get into the lock-off? Maybe figure four?
He's thinking about a figure four, isn't he?
He kind of looks like he doesn't know how to do one. He's like, how did Julius do that earlier?
Yeah. Yeah, whoa.
He's gonna shake out.
Ring on arm.
Okay, what are we doing here? Shaking out?
A little one-arm lead handle Lachey, perhaps?
I have no idea.
I would love to see that. I mean, the amount of precision required is probably ridiculous, but yeah. And he's only got 6 seconds left. I don't really know what I would even try at this point. There's not really like a jump out option here. But maybe if you can get it on that first hex of the second board, maybe with enough forward power, you could like link a dismount, but
oh gosh, that'd be crazy.
that's his only chance, really. Oh, yeah, he's just gonna. He just
gonna
wants to
take
do
it.
the last obstacle. I can't blame him.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
That's the coolest one in my opinion.
Oh, he's so close on it too.
Yeah, you can see he's got the clip strength still. Or maybe he's just caught up with him and he's moving a little slow.
Yeah. I mean that one takes so long. It's brutal.
Well, good work, Luke. Hopefully it's enough for him to qualify. Next up, we've actually got one of the athletes out of my gym, the Stanford Ninja Academy. This is Austin Sposi, age 15. So last year he was in the teen division. He's one of those kids that went right from teen straight to elite. So he was at the Stanford Ninja Academy for his qualifying. And he took first place with a pretty stacked field. So Austin's absolutely got the ninja knowledge to do really well here. Yeah, he's going for that Lachey skip across. I'll say Austin's biggest strength is 100% his Lachey. He links he does sometimes. So,
He was a little too fast there, it looked like.
and we saw that happen to someone earlier. It's just so weird to get that reverse hand sometimes.
Yeah, you really just gotta set your hips a little bit behind you, kind of at the same angle. Like, I like to line my hips up at the same angle as the board.
Exactly. That's a good point. That's a really good idea. I mean, Austin has the grip strength. I know that. It's just a new type of grip. Here we go. Can he get the throwback?
Nice.
Yes, he can. Beautiful. All right, he really smacked that thing, but he's getting through it, and we're just hoping that he's not pumping himself out for the wrenches later. But getting through that, I do see that being a little bit of a crux for some of these athletes. As long as he can get through this clean, I feel like he's in a great spot. Oh, effortlessly through the agility tanks there. Really crushing it so far. Get a little yeah, controls the drop, feet don't even cut. What a great performance, you know.
Nice big dyno
Oh,
with the reverse grab.
Gosh, that's a crazy
So
catch.
strong.
No, Austin's a little freakish with how strong he is sometimes. Like, he
See
could
that.
link this if he wanted. Yeah, his one thing, as his coach, I'm going to say, his one thing that I'd love to see out of him in competition is just more confidence when he attacks things.
Can't we all do that better?
Well, almost every...
I was like, I feel that way.
There's probably 24 athletes in the sport that can attack things with their full ability first. Right. But with Austin's just base level of power, I just want to see it.
Right. And if you can start doing it at this young of an age and be able to get used to it and be like, okay, even if I did miss it at this competition, like, you're still learning, like, at that point, so it's better to throw those things in. That's actually something that made Jacobe Herman really good. When he was in, like, the pre-teen division, he was thrown things. He either got first or last. and that's why we're able to see him like kind of look confidently on some of the things that he does. So
doing a big skip
That
out.
is big.
But the vertical grip got him last time.
Oh, no!
Unfortunately, if you can't do just a full shoulder locked in place type of lock off,
Right.
those vertical grips are going to be out of the game plan. And yeah, the last one. Come on, Austin, give it another try. I want to see it. Nah, he's just walking off. They might be kicking him off too. So.
And he's got a big, strong future ahead of him. I like the looks of this kid. He's gonna be good.
And he's got that good ninja build too, like, you know, kind of skinny but strong, right?
He's got the curly hair. That's what you meant, I thought.
Yeah, like Captain Rodriguez.
Yeah, exactly. That's
The current leader of the whole competition.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
That's what I thought. I mean, hair makes a big difference.
It really does. Okay.
All right.
We have Jonah Borard, I believe. He trains out of Ultimate Obstacle.
Correct. He is ultimate obstacle.
And he's, I think, another one of those, yes, he's 15, so he just went from Team Division straight into Elite Division.
Yeah, he's someone who I see why he would make a decision like that. He's very strong and definitely wants to continue to get more experience competing against other very strong elite athletes. So I definitely love seeing this kid be able to show up and compete really strong and, you know, just get better every single time I see him.
Yeah, and he's one of those guys that's always doing like the most technical moves, always setting up some of the newest types of movement. I see him out there with Ben Seamson as well, doing a lot of these crazy big moves. So, I mean, absolutely has what it takes to put together a really good run. Looks like we're reference just doing a quick check right now before Jonah gets to his run here. So, here we get to see him. And, you know, as an athlete, for me, this is one of like, it's a very weird thing for a lot of people when you have to sort of get your weight in the right. For me, I just kind of like it. It gives me time to really get in my zone.
I do too. I do a lot of visualization when I'm standing on the platform. It's something very look at. He's locking it. Look at how ready this man is.
Yeah, it gives you a chance to really get in the
That's what he was
zone.
doing too. His coach was coaching at the other Keenan, was coaching the other course. So they were giving him the second to be able to come over here.
So, this happened to me at Northeast Regionals too. I was coaching out there, and they did do the same thing. They would pause my runner for me. I was told them not to do that at work. So, bring your coaches. Bring your coaches.
Let's go, Jonah.
Do you think we're going to see people running through that TikTok by the end of this?
I think we'll see maybe 2 people.
Yeah.
I don't know who yet.
Oh, okay. I think
just
Aaron's
decided-
going to do it.
I could see Aaron doing it.
Aaron's got one of those, if you're not first, you'll act like a mentalities when he runs too, doesn't he?
More
Oh, no!
Oh.
I was kind of like just talking over the run because I was like, Jonah's got this.
Right,
skip.
I know, we both
We got so excited about all these skips that we're going to see. And, you know, Jonah's going to have to take his first fail here. So,
Alright, let's get it right here, Jonah. Come on.
this is absolutely first class. Like, this is just a technical move. It's not too strength required. You just got to have your hands in accurate positions. And the timing of this off is a little weird, too.
Yeah, should be good here though, which is good.
Moving smoothly into this balance bit here. And out and into this tilting log. Awesome.
Alright, let's go, Jonah.
He's looking like a pretty good climber based off what I'm seeing right now. So I'm not too worried about the rest of this. He's got the grips for it. Yeah, and look at that. Oh, he wanted to go.
You're fine.
Oh, the cool lead
led
hand.
into it, I know. 180 lead.
I like it. Got a little sauce, a little spice on that technique.
I like it. All right,
Okay.
let's see. Here we are. I feel like every time I'm like, all right, we're back to this.
What's the official name of this one? This is the Ninja Wrenches?
Ninja wrenches? Yep.
That's cool. That's a good name.
Pretty fitting. I'd say.
Fitting. It's kind of like another pun on it, isn't it? Yeah.
You got it.
You're
Okay,
fitting
you're with
it.
me
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
with me.
Oh my gosh.
So something to note here that I don't think you can actually tell from live stream. Actually, I don't even know if you know this. So there is a side to the wrench that it's intended to go on, but you can do it either way.
Yeah.
But it's just on better if you do it the intended way. So you see how he just had it on the right way. Now he's putting it on the other way. That's not the intended way, I believe.
Yeah, and so it looks like the non-intended way gives you, it makes it just closer to the edge, so it's more likely to slip off.
Yes, exactly. And he's also doing this one. Okay, you see he turned it around.
He's spinning it.
Yeah, so
It's like he can hear you.
I know, apparently. Am I
Can we talk louder?
I was going to say, am I that loud? I mean, I usually am.
There we go.
There we go. Come on, that
Jonah.
vertical grip. We've seen people fall here before. Okay, matches on it and reaches back.
Yeah,
Come on,
so
Jonah.
You can't really tell right now because of the
oh my gosh, I
the
didn't even
rig
notice.
team is kind of in the way. We can see the athlete right now on the course as well. So we'll give you the play-by-play. He's on his way to the last course.
Oh, come on.
Man. I mean, we're seeing people take over a minute on this obstacle.
Right.
The pump is so real.
Oh, it is. Like the beginning so flowy, you're like, oh, I'm pretty good.
One move, two moves.
Yeah. And then you get here and you're like, all right, here's all the things. You do have to absorb that drop though.
Yeah.
An obstacle before this too, so starts warming you up.
Yeah, and you know what? The cubes kind of really hit the endurance because you're kind of swinging there for a good little bit.
Right.
But Jonah, honestly, I'm impressed with his
times out.
strength. He didn't fail out. He timed out. He had
out.
more to give.
That's the grit in him. He was pushing it. He
And
was like,
again,
I'm not falling.
First year elite, 15 years old.
Yeah.
Bright future for that kid. I think in the
100%.
next couple of years we're going to really see him storming this division.
Definitely. I mean, he's such a beast, so I'm excited to see the future for him for sure.
All right, now we got my boy Justin up now. I'm a big Justin fan.
I mean,
This
me too.
guy-
I've known Justin since he was little too.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Back in the Connecticut days.
Oh
right?
yeah, back when I was there, all of like 7-8 years ago.
Yeah, Justin is an OG. He's been doing this since he was super young. He's trained all around the map. He's currently at Ninja Mania. He's been at Ninja Mania for a while. He goes to a lot of gyms in the area. But he's got a lot of competitive experience. He's been doing a lot of comps. I'm not sure if he's done a ton this year, but you can see how smooth he went through that hourglass obstacle, that he's in a pretty great spot. And a beautiful lead hand into that. So that's, I think he got it. I'd like to see him walk off a little bit for more control on this, but it's absolutely possible with the straight on technique. He's trying to figure out the best way to do that. Yeah, he's double checking. He's going for two hands on the rail. That's going to be a new technique. It's easier to do the throw because your right hand kind of just replaces the corner where your left hand was. And you can see Quinn came around giving Justin the advice that he needs to succeed on this. Can Justin adapt here? I think he's got it. Oh no, he misses the first mistake. He looked so good on it the first time too. Well, I didn't expect Justin to go out here. I really thought Justin was going to get at least to the wrench obstacle.
And that's the right play, right?
I think so,
For
yeah.
adult male.
It's all right. Big Justin moving into this tilting cliff drop.
Crash. Basically, yeah.
Yeah, he's got the grippers. This kid is strong, I'll tell you that. Mentally strong, physically strong. Oh, he did the 180 dyno. I don't know if we've seen that yet. That's easily the most technically difficult way to get through this obstacle I've seen, which is kind of a flex. Good job, Justin. Yeah, and Justin's dad is a builder of a lot of obstacles. So I remember he would come to our gym with his son, and they would, he'd talk to me about all his cool designs he's been working on and showing me the replicas and stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if, Justin gets back home and his dad makes one of those cubes. Wouldn't be surprised at all. Now let's see if Justin's got these wrenches. It is a really tough endurance obstacle. Taxes the grip, taxes the pull, your pump, just all sorts of levels to this. There we go. He's getting the accuracy locked in. Come on. It's so hard. You know how when you do pegboard, you try to pull the peg out and it gets stuck? And so you have to like push upwards, so you have to pull off. That's the thing that we're seeing here on these wrenches. It's so awkward to remove these wrenches. So that's really getting people hung up a little bit longer, and it's making them lose their endurance a little bit quicker. And yeah, does he have anything left? No. Well, good work, Justin. Good fight on that one. He's got 15 still, so I think, yeah. Big man is about to tackle the last obstacle here with a few seconds left. Yeah, when you've been hanging there for 2+ minutes, that's about what I would expect, honestly. But Justin, really good work out there, my man. And Justin, if you watch this back, come back to the gym. We miss you, man. We'd like to train again. So, and his hair is really awesome too. And speaking of great hair, Zack Keenan. Zack Keenan on deck. Zack Keenan is one of those new athletes in the elite division this year. I don't remember if he's the young adult champion, but he was one of the best young adults last year at the World Championship. And this year, he's just been destroying the Ninja Sport Championship competitive scene. It's definitely one of the places that we've seen him attack. And what's he doing here? This is sort of a new... Does he only have one functioning arm right now? I'm gonna have to ask him about this. It would seem.
Let's go, Zack! Come on!
I just got the.
Attaboy, buddy! Let's go!
He's only got one arm there, right?
Yes, so he just got some recent injections into his hand, so he can only use one arm.
And he's still. How is he gonna do this obstacle?
I don't know. It's Zack Keenan. He can figure it out.
You know, I was actually thinking if you smack it, I saw these things move fast enough. I really do think you could do it.
We're gonna get this.
Oh, come on, Zack.
That's right, Zack!
So if I was going to do this in a smack variety, I would probably smack it downwards and have
it
the
come
bar
towards
rotate
you?
over the top and into your hand. So Zack Keenan's got the other idea.
Let's go, Zack! Come on!
I mean, we'll see what he does this time. I don't know if he's gonna do the same thing or not.
I'm just flabbergasted.
Let's go,
that
Zack,
he's
come
out
on.
here competing like
sick.
this.
Oh, he tried to go with the pullback.
You know
That
what?
was awesome. That was so exciting.
Zack Keenan's out here trying to do with one arm what people couldn't do with two. You know, that was pretty sweet. I'm going to get a fist bump from Zack Keenan behind me right here. Zack, that was sick.
Good work, dude.
Bro.
Yeah, you can see his hands all taped. Now when we're closer up, you see how it's all taped up. Literally, couldn't even use his fingers.
Janked up, that man.
Oh, man.
We'll see him at the World Championships, probably 100% and just crushing obstacles. That's kind of his base level.
Good try.
All right, next up, we got Alex coming out of TA Plymouth. Alex making his way through. He's got some good power building up on the TikTok already. Ooh. Wow, how do you control that spinner? Yeah, the backwards dismount is a rarely practiced thing, but it comes up more than anyone really expects, I think. But way to keep his self-control and getting through that. All right, the cubes. Does Alex have the grippers and the tack? You know, I'm a little upset I'm not competing because I love cliffhangers and there's a lot of cliffhangers on this course.
There are a lot of cliffhangers on this course.
Oh, he threw it the wrong way.
Oh, I think that might have just been a mental error.
Yeah, you know, it's not the first one we've seen on this obstacle either. There's a lot of different sides, a lot of different grip types on this obstacle, so there's lots of ways to consider it. I'm not that surprised that it's getting some heads and confusing some people. All right. He's got the first grippers, now he's got the... Oh, he threw it the right way, got it in the hands, but it looks like he was almost like too back swung. So when he re-gripped the hand on the cliff, he didn't actually have enough leverage to get a good enough grip.
Yeah.
And that's just all she wrote.
That happened.
Yeah. This sport is brutal. You can have all the strength, all the practice, have the endurance, and it can still just come down to simple mistakes. Or just overlooking something. I bet you if he had 2 tries at throwing it the right direction, he would have had it. All right, duck, duck, goose. Yeah, he's got those. I love those. Those look
I do
super
too.
fun.
They're also a really nice grip. Like, I don't know, I did like being on those.
Yeah. All right. The wrenches. This has been the absolute ninja killer so far. Even though Alex's run is technically over, it would be a huge badge of honor to get through this obstacle. So.
It'd be one of those so happy yet so mad moments
Yes.
that you can't stop thinking about. At least for me.
Yeah, I'm in that boat too.
Yep.
Isn't it the worst when, the comp is over and you do redemption time and you flash everything that you failed?
Every time.
Every time?
Every time, yep.
It's like, why couldn't I do it like that the first time?
Yeah, or you take like 5 swings in the course and then after you do it in 1 swing or something like that, and it's just like, why didn't I do it?
Happens way too much for me.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Alex not able to keep the grip on those things, and hey, he's in good company. A lot of incredible athletes following the same spot here. All right. One more staring him down here. He's got about 30 seconds left to try it, so he's going to take his rest. All right, do we have the paddle tech? Nope, I think pump arm caught up to him there, and he's grip locked onto the trapeze. Well, good run, Alex. Hopefully that's enough to keep him in the run with a good flow course later. Okay.
I'm trying to pull up to see if we can get stuff to see who's already qualified or not. So see who has that added pressure and see who has...
There's a lot.
Yeah, there are a lot. That will, towards the end of this run order, we'll definitely have a lot.
All right, we got Jesse coming out of Albany Ninja Lab. Jesse's a super athlete. He's been crushing it this season, going to a bunch of NFCs, and other high-profile comps, and just getting his experience level up.
Definitely, and even I know all the times he competed at Vitality Obstacle Fitness a lot this season.
Oh, that's a new idea.
Interesting.
The problem for me, I think, is that when your hands are that close together, your wrists become blockers for themselves.
Yeah.
Unless
you're
you're
fighting yourself, you're right.
Yeah. So I like seeing new attempts, and especially in a challenge course where you get multiple tries. You might as well. But
I do think that's harder. What he just did was harder than the actual move.
yeah, and it's one of those things where it's like,
Oh no! Oh, that was I surprised by that one.
if you took this obstacle, took it out of a course environment, took it out of the arena, Jesse would flash it.
Yeah.
And then he would do it 2 more times in a row. And again, this is the nature of our sport, the coolest sport of all time. You get 1 try. That's it. And here you get 2, I guess. But
Yeah. The worst part is he is not qualified for Worlds right now.
ooh,
So
no.
he is.
So I will say, I'm pretty sure he's one of the fastest athletes to that obstacle.
Okay.
That didn't make it through. So
Okay.
there's still a good chance,
That's fair, that's fair.
He's not going to be
Yeah.
at the bottom
13,
of the leaderboard.
13. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Still hope. It's tough when it's out of your control at that point, and it just
Yeah.
depends on how other people do.
All right, we're using the lock off here. Jesse's got the grip for sure. I know they do a lot of burnout training out at the Albany Ninja Lab. Oh yeah, he has got the strength on those vertical grips. The hard part, you can see him fighting, is that your hand is sometimes going to be rotated into a bad position where you're going to want to re-grip and twist your wrist, but if it's the only thing you have, you can't do that. All right.
Oh, here we go. Gonna have results in a second.
Yep. Getting the results up so we can, we have a leaderboard graphic as well, but I don't want to pull it up in the middle of the run, so we're going to get up on the side
There
here
we
too.
go. Alright, so we've had 17 people go so far, and we're seeing Jesse's in 13.
All right.
So you were right. He was the fastest to that point.
I mean, he was cooking up.
He was.
It was pretty obvious he's a chef.
Yeah. Stop, I'm hungry.
Me too. Yeah, okay. Going for the K-Rod style here. Jesse, can he be the first to tackle and complete this?
This would be so cool.
Come on, thumbs active. You gotta push with the thumbs.
Everyone just keeps whipping.
Yeah, that's one of those ones where I think what people are getting a little stuck on is they're thinking about the smack before they're thinking about the catch, and that's the wrong way to do it. With smack tech, you always got to think about what you're catching first, because otherwise, if you're not in position to catch the thing, you have no shot. You can smack it all you want. If you're not ready to catch the cliffhanger afterwards, you don't have a chance. So
I think I need to train with you sometime because I'm so bad at those moves.
that's my favorite type of move. Okay, next up we got Eric Moowski, another one of the young Ultimate Obstacles athletes that went straight from team division into the elite division. Jonah Borard ran earlier and had a really great run. And so now we got Eric trying to basically just do the same thing. Said, oh no! He looked, he was like, I got it. And then he didn't have it. And you know what it is? By the way it's rigged, the TikTok is rigged sort of on one side of the bar. So it's actually a lot more awkward than you'd expect. It's not like a normal standard DGS TikTok.
Yeah, and also Eric is, again, someone who came from the team division right into the elites. And he's someone who will throw the moves. Like, whether he gets it or not, he's going to throw the moves. And kind of like what I was talking about earlier, like, I think eventually they're going to pay off.
And I think this is the right guy. I believe he builds his own obstacles, too.
I know he makes courses at Ultimate.
Yes. Yes. I think I've seen him make stuff for Ultimate as well.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Someone from Ultimate yell at me if I'm wrong, you know. But Eric has definitely got the skill for it. He's throwing a lot of power. I wonder if he's got like a skip plan. Nope, just making sure he gets the distance. Come on, bud. Yes, he's got the tech for it too. Great grab.
Nice.
And now it's just a matter of timing out this cube, and Eric is through. It's so cool how that cube obstacle is literally just a single flip in the hands, but because all the sides kind of look the same but are in different orientations, it just kind of confuses you.
It does. It's actually funny because you can kind of hit it either way.
Yeah.
You can either hit it up or you can hit it down, and depending on how hard you hit it, is depending on how fast it's going to come to you. Like, it becomes like a timing thing. Oh, no!
Well,
that was such an unfortunate way to go out because that was his last fail.
I feel like...
And, of course, he's going to do it now.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, you know, those dropping type obstacles, I think a lot of people underestimate the impact sometimes.
100%.
And you got to lock it off for dear life sometimes.
You really do. It's definitely a lot harder than people realize.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, we'll see if Eric has the endurance to wrap it up here and be one of the few that gets through the ninja wrenches.
Yeah, and he's one too that's not qualified yet for Worlds, so hoping he can kind of keep his spot.
I mean, honestly, with just the amount of technical, like, ninja ability required on the cubes, and then just the fact that anything can always happen to anybody.
Oh, yeah.
I think getting to the wrenches is probably good enough for most people to be in a great spot to qualify.
Yeah, I would agree with that, because, I mean, this is going to be the killer all night.
Oh, yeah.
Attention all adult males, please check in for throwing. Adult
So it
male.
looks like after Eric, we'll have 27 more athletes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that means we're a little bit more than, a little under halfway.
Under halfway, yep. So we're going to, maybe in the second half, we'll start maybe seeing some more clears on these wrenches. I would love to see that.
I'm going to ask you a question here, Keith, okay?
Yes.
Full clears of the course.
How many?
How many? They can fail. They can take a fail and continue, but clears of the course. We'll check in to see who we got. And nice. Eric is doing a great job getting this last flip-offs, but he has the technical. Oh, he's going for that lead hand skip reach, and it's not there at his wingspan. Good effort. I do think there's enough people that are tall enough to skip this last one, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I hate to say it. It's super lame.
Definitely.
In my opinion, do the obstacle, guys.
Yeah, I
Do the
know.
obstacle. I want to see people doing some smack technique here.
I know. That's a tough one. Okay, so I went through the list. I think we can get at least 10 more to the last obstacle.
I believe that.
And then I'm hoping
10 more. So you think
10.
we're going to have 12 attempts to the last obstacle?
yes.
Okay.
As my guess.
That's a good point.
I don't know, yes. And I would say 3 get it. I don't know who.
I'm gonna be optimistic here. I'm gonna go for. I think we're gonna get 5 clears.
Okay, I'll go 3, you go 5.
Okay.
Okay, we can't forget, we got Jack Adams on the course now. Yes, yeah. So Jack is actually someone I train with sometimes. He does come up to Ascend and train with us. He has been just improving over and over again, honestly.
He's been in the elite division for years now, but I do feel like lately he's been coming into his own.
He does. He works really hard, and honestly, he's always surprising me in what he's able to pull together, and he definitely takes it very seriously.
Yeah.
But always has fun too while he's at it.
I think that's something that a lot of people maybe sometimes lose in the sport, is just keeping it fun. Like, I find myself training too seriously sometimes.
Yes.
Just gotta get in the gym and goof around, guys.
Yeah, no, we see Jack in the gym calling himself the Wolverine. No!
Why do you call him Wolverine?
That's what he calls himself when he's in the gym. Let me see if I can do a replay here of that one arm.
Okay.
Maybe not.
And then...
Replay last? Oh gosh. Alright, I tried to use the replay because they were telling us to try and use it, and that would have been a good one on the one arm, but...
So what, this is a...
What if we take this off? Alright, we don't know what we're doing here, so never mind.
Maybe we clear it? I mean, hey.
I don't know.
The longer we commentate, the better we're going to get it.
Right,
so.
right.
All right, Jack getting through the second cliff obstacle here, making quick work of it. I like those cubes. I like the position of them too. I think.
Yeah.
I think good courses, you know, the first couple get you into the groove, make the
Yes.
athlete feel comfortable. I think that's an important thing. Is athletes should really, you don't want to start challenging them right off the bat.
Right.
Let
I
them
love
make-
getting into a flow.
Yes.
Like that's definitely when you have those first, like honestly in this first 2 obstacles, those are 2 separate obstacles. You have the stage 4 that you're on and then the spinning disc. So you're like, all right, I'm through the first 2 through.
Yeah,
like,
that builds confidence.
Right, it does. And then that makes for better runs that we get to see.
Absolutely. And I really like to see the different efficiency, like technique people use, right? Like
All athletes,
Right.
all athletes, remember you have to check into both courses. All athletes, you have to check into challenge and
A lot
flow.
of cliffhanger training.
Adult
especially on the
males,
night he
please
comes
show up to the
on
flow
Monday night.
course for a demo. Adult males, flow course for a demo.
You know what? Talk to Lucas about it. I've been trying to figure it out.
Yeah, Jack.
Come on, Jack.
And he might have to fan to smack
He might.
from
I don't
here.
think he's going to though.
No, I think he's Lachey, doesn't it?
Oh,
Hey,
that was a good attempt.
that's pretty good, Jack.
Nice.
And it's such a shame because I know he had the tech and the grip to beat this cubes, but
Hey, good job, Jack. He seems a little frustrated with that,
Yeah.
but because I think he felt like he could have done better, but I think he should be really proud of himself. I honestly
completely
thought that was a pretty good run for him.
okay, now we got Anthony Jordan, the owner of Jordan Warriors. They've been doing a lot of different qualifiers this season, so I know that he's very familiar with the competition formats and just competing in general.
Okay, we were just made aware that our volume might not be doing too hot, so I turned it up a little bit.
Yeah, let us know, people. Let us know how do we sound.
I just turned it up a little
All right, Anthony Jordan
I'll look at
making
the chat.
moves. He's using a great job with the grippers. And we're on to the cubes.
bit. Wait, I was looking.
All right, this first grab is about aiming, and he's got the aim, and now the technical move. Yeah, the quick hand switch. That is not the easiest type of maneuver for you there. All right.
Hopefully our volume's better now. We think we fixed it.
Yep, we've got a whole team of people swarming us trying to make it the dream work over here. All right, come on, Anthony. You can do this, man. You got the first catch once already. It looked really strong.
Yeah.
Now, it's about small movement. Small throw. Oh, missed the bar. And I think what happens here, sometimes this happens in ninja competitions where one person fails an obstacle and another person.
It
and suddenly
does.
there's momentum.
Yeah.
Suddenly a lot of people are falling on it.
Right.
And even though people didn't fall on it earlier, this stuff just happens randomly sometimes. So I know Anthony's been putting in the work. And I'm sure he'll show us on this next obstacle all that hard work paying off. Just a shame that the grip just didn't quite land. Oh, accidentally grabs in the middle of the duck duck goose. That is not the right spot, my man. And honestly, I think just all the extra swings kind of catch up to you at some point, right? There's only so many swings you can take before you start actually getting a little pumped.
Yeah, they do. Oh, for sure. Oh.
Woo, how heavy are those wrenches?
I wouldn't say I don't think they're heavy.
No?
I mean, maybe if you're holding them for a long time. So like a water bottle. If you're holding a water bottle for a long time, it becomes heavy.
I guess that's a good point. That's a good point. They're just awkward, huh?
Yep. Yeah, it's just where the space, like where it fits in exactly.
And so is the texture of those handles like plasticky, wooden,
It's
chalk?
taped.
It's taped.
It is taped,
awesome.
which is really nice.
Wow, that's so surprising that so many people are like kind of slipping on it. It's probably just
it's
super
grip.
soft.
Your grip goes too.
Yeah.
Like I was trying to do them just on the other rig and on the challenge course B where we had it set up for the adult males, and when you have it in that vertical grip, like my hands are slipping. Like I have pretty good grip in general.
We've all seen it, T. We know you're kind of a beast, okay?
I didn't mean it.
No, I know.
But no, and I was slipping off of them, and I ended up falling off of them, and I was like, oh, like so it takes a lot out of you.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a thicker grip too, but.
Especially when the two hardest obstacles before the wrenches are cliffhanger based.
Yes.
Your grip's going quick.
Right. Because usually I feel like we train cliff for stage 3 more obstacles. You don't always include them in more of your.
Like the early obstacles don't usually see the grip strength challenges.
Right.
Which I actually likely did that in Northeast as well. We actually had vertical limits as obstacle 4.
I love that.
I think it's
I like
sweet.
vertical limit.
You know, I always say more vertical limit. We did a youth NSC at Stanford. And I said, what do kids love? Vertical limit. And that's not true, but some of them do.
Well, they need to have a reason to train it too. Because they're like, oh, it'll never be in a course.
That's why I put it in. I got to, and the kids that train it loved it.
Yeah.
Right, they were stoked. All right, next up we got Gio Bonnie Lopez, Big Gio. This guy is super strong. He's training out of the Hamden Ninja Academy with young Slayer Tom Albertie. Lots of other great athletes out of there. You see, he's trying to figure this out, get his...
Oh, steps back there.
So I think he's probably, if he doesn't get the spin right into his dismount, he'll probably just widen the hands here. I think he had in his plan to spin around. This is sort of that thing where you have a plan, you come in, and you stick to the plan, but sometimes you got to be ready to change the plan.
Yeah, you do. I mean, and knowing when to adapt, when to change it.
Yeah.
Hopefully, who's he have? Oh, he's got... Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Makes it through there.
He had my heart going a little bit there.
Yeah, me too.
Now, Gio's a tall athlete. He's definitely got the reach to make some skips here. And yeah, just quickly moving through. Good confidence into that dismount. And I like this. You know, we've seen a lot of people make some early mistakes on these cubes, so let's take a moment, let's breathe, let's get some chalk. All right, come on. One swing right into it. Beautiful confidence. Can we get one more swing out of it? Overthrew it. So this is another sort of small technical aspect of this obstacle that is hard to visualize, where you throw it. The only thing that's stopping the cube from rotating is going to be that right hand when it re-grips, or whatever hand is catching the cliffhanger when it re-grips. That's kind of your stopping hand. The bar, you just got to get there, right? So I think some of these athletes are thinking too much about the bar, not enough about stopping the cue, but Gio adapts perfectly. Great job. He's going to get through this pretty smoothly, I'm sure. No!
Oh!
Wait, what happened there? Was it not reset again?
Or did he?
Because he dropped off. He didn't give up. He didn't miss. He didn't fail. Unless he like had a heavy foot tap. I didn't see that. All right.
We'll see what the
maybe we can get a word from the ref.
He usually walks over here, so I can chat him up. He might be done
if they're letting him continue on the course and then he's not getting a rerun. Wow, I don't know what happened there.
I'm gonna go find out.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we got Tej inspecting. She's gonna go get us the deets. And dang, you see that one arm from Gio? I mean, what a shame, because the kid has the strength for it. And honestly, Gio's one of the hardest workers I know. He really is, and he puts so much love and effort into the sport. I'm just waiting for the season when it all comes together. He competes his ability, and he's on the top of these podiums because he's got all the talent for it. Yeah, getting this reach, it's so tough, especially when you've been hanging and swinging for so long. And you know what else? When you've sort of been made to reset and you don't know what happened, you don't know why you fell, it's one of those things where it's just like, it just defeats you. And then your grip is gone. There's always, I think we get more grip when there's only, when you're still in the game, right? You can try harder. You have more willpower to succeed. So I love that he is still trying this obstacle again, and he's getting close. Look at the wrist positions. Oh. Looks like we got Tej coming back over. Hopefully we got a little bit of news. What's the dish?
So apparently he touched black instead of blue. And the ref said, he was like, right before I told him, like, only touch black, so I only touch blue.
Oh,
and he
like
thought,
when he grabbed the cube?
Right. I think he was grabbing black
part
instead of the blue.
Dang.
So he said he thought he only grabbed blue, so maybe we'll see a video review there, see what that comes out as, but we'll see.
Yep, we just gotta wait at this point.
All right, now we got one of my coaches right here, Matt D'Amico. He's going to be off. He's going to be speeding. It's what he does. Every course is a speed course.
I mean, this guy, what a talented athlete in so many ways, This guy is on the Celtics dunk team. He's a big parkour guy. That's why every course is a speed course, is because to him this is just like, it's just another...
Oh, whiffs it.
Going a little too fast,
He was. He just looked like that bar hand slipped a little bit. He's got to maybe compress it a little bit more.
Yep. You got to make sure you stop it.
Because the first two cliffs that you're on are actually really comfortable, but then when you flip it and you're going from to the other cliff in the bar, that other cliff is not very nice.
No.
But if you grab it perfectly, you can't tell.
Well, and the thing is, that cliff is still so important because you got to be able to stop it from rotating.
Yeah,
That's what that hand does. He did a
exactly.
good job there. Ooh, Matt's getting a little swingy here.
Come on, Matt.
Come on, D'Amico. There it is.
Focus. There we go.
I love about this challenge course format is it really incentivizes athletes to go all out on their first try. Like, why not go as fast as you can? You can redo it slower.
Right. Oh, that's so true. And we did just see Coach Lucas just cleared on the adult course, so he's definitely knows the pressure is on as a coach, needing to clear the course for all the kids watching right now. They got a big crowd out here.
And I think we got Coach Lily Barrett on the sideline there, wearing the T-shirt too, right?
Yup. Yeah, her and
you guys came out.
We did. And Lily just absolutely crushed the flow course over there. She probably had the fastest time from what I could see over here, but we'll get to see her on this course. Yeah, so she did win flow over there, but Lucas, Matt.
Well, hey, he's in 5th right now. This is a great spot to be in. Not the fastest to this point, but one of them.
I want to see him get it. Come on, Matt.
He just competed at the TNA finals, 2 weeks ago or something like that?
Yep, you got a TNA champ right here.
Exactly, and gosh, what really impressed me was I knew he was a speed guy, but his grip endurance was actually killer on the tech course.
Yeah, there was actually a time where in training he wasn't really having a great time training, and he just started loving just training burnout. So he was doing burnouts as speed runs. You can see them on his Instagram. He was just literally doing them, so he definitely has the grip strength, as we can see him get into this last board right here. Come on, Matt.
Come on, dude.
Come on, Matt. Look at 2 fingers on the side. Oh my gosh, he put the 2 fingers in the hole of the wrench and then pulls into a lock-off. That was how do you think of that?
2-finger pocket?
He did.
He did a 2-finger pocket?
Yes! That a boy, Matt.
Launching himself into 2nd place, and he's got 45, and he's going right into it. He said, I might be tired, but I'm still doing it.
Okay, come on.
Hey, you might as well, right? If it's there, you might as well.
Like we said, his grip might still be fine.
Yeah, I think it's the pull strength, like your biceps are what get taxed on the wrenches more than anything.
Okay, different. What are we doing here? Oh, we wanted to see if we could reach it. Okay, honestly, good try.
No, definitely is.
Oh.
You see, he got his chest at the right height to catch it.
Yep.
I really like that try. Maybe just maybe a little higher to get a little more air time is probably the only adjustment you could really make.
I think you need more airtime because your hand speed is going to be a little slower on the very last move of a course.
Totally.
So, he's going for the skip. Oh!
Ooh!
Yeah, he tried to go trapeze bar to trapeze bar.
There's kind of a bar and a cliffhanger in the way, Matt D'Amico,
There
but I
is,
love
but
that
he
idea.
said I have 18 seconds, so I'm going to send it. That's what he does.
Oh, good run, Matt. That was pretty fun to watch. Now,
Yeah,
Matt.
and he helped. Yep, he's all good.
this next athlete, Sonic, coming out of the Vermont training facility.
I love
Such
watching Amir
a
compete.
beast.
Another one I just
Oh my
love watching
gosh.
him compete.
One of the few athletes to clear stage 2 last year at the World Championship. Amir, I believe, is also one of the 5 athletes to clear last year's New England Regionals course. This guy, like, if you want a buzzer, you call Amir Malik.
I love that.
And, you know, just like D'Amico, this guy trains his speed. He
Yeah.
trains his power. He's always doing super technical moves in the gym, and they're always, like, the biggest moves ever. So, honestly, I'm just excited to see this run. They're doing a quick little checkup on the course, and now we're going to get started. All right. And another thing is, I feel like he always looks so casual.
Yeah, he's kind of like the Gavin Obi. He's got that
Yeah.
same Gavin Obi kind of presence to him and just demeanor.
Yeah, like, oh, just another day of ninja, okay, you know?
Yep, here I go.
Getting a little hung up, but out of there in one swing, you can't ask for much more.
Right.
Yeah, it's fun. I love seeing the different ways to attack the hourglass, honestly. The static, you're going backwards. And I think he should get
Pop.
this first.
Nice.
Yeah.
So smooth.
Oh, giving it a little baby tap. 'Cause
Oh, I loved that. Was
Wow.
probably the most efficient anyone's gone through that one.
That was smooth.
That was beautiful.
Great touch.
So I don't know if you saw there how he grabbed the blue clip and pushed it down. So that's like the blue part that they're only allowed to touch. You can't just push the box down.
Ah,
Yeah, so I think that's
made
what
me
we
look
saw
at
earlier.
Gio.
Yeah.
What a shame.
Yeah.
But hey, rules are rules for a reason, guys.
Links that dismount. Love that out of him. Super fast time. Put him in 4th place at the wrenches. That's a strong spot to be in.
Yeah. What? The fastest to this spot by 2 seconds.
Yeah. Beating out Jacobe.
Jacobe. Yeah, that kid can move.
Right.
Shout
So
out
like the fact that
Jacobe
Jacobe
again.
ran 2nd is still in 5th.
Still in the top 5. That's
Right.
sick. I mean, hey, he earned it. You know, he's got the skills. He's putting the work. And now we have started the ninja wrenches. What do we got? Amir. He's going for that meat hook technique
Yeah.
we saw earlier.
So interesting to me seeing how many different
the-
techniques. Okay.
Oh, going to another meat hook. Okay.
He's got the lock off here. Oh, he's keeping them all at an angle, this looks really nice. But he is,
Yeah.
the only thing here is he's far from the next one for this next move.
Oh, look at
okay.
the lock off
Never mind.
strength.
It's fine.
Now, this is where Matt D'Amico, 2-finger pocketed before.
Oh.
He looks like he's going to slip. He needs
Oh
it
my
in this
gosh.
one.
That was
How
so
did he
good.
do that? Don't
Wow.
slip.
Okay, Amir. I mean,
Amir,
I'm always impressed by him, but
he's only
was
1
smooth.
second. He's a half second behind Kevin.
right.
Second place right now. That's a great spot to be in. And like I said, this is one of the guys that I would expect to see clearing this course.
Yeah, he's definitely was one of the ones I was thinking about when I looked through that list. I definitely thought about Amir.
Yeah, okay. Amir is a shorter athlete, so it's good that all athletes can reach this cliff, you know?
I think Gavin still might be a little shorter, so we'll see what
Maybe.
happens there.
Maybe, true. But Gavin's also that guy.
Right,
so.
right. He probably won't even do
I
that.
love this power.
Come on. Oh!
So it looks like his thumbs just completely missed the cliff there.
He had good height, though.
Yes.
Oh, just the precision. And 28 seconds left. He still has a very, very solid
He
attempt
could
at this.
rest for a little while.
Right.
But the thing is, you lose time doing this swing and smack out of the way thing, and
You
I
really do.
I think if you do the obstacle as intended, you probably learn how the second part works a little better. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I would agree. I didn't think the first move was too crazy to need to have everyone skipping it, but yeah, it just
Wow.
it's a little far, so being able to get your thumbs underneath it could be pretty tough, but
Hey, great run from
yeah,
Amir.
so strong.
Hit the buzzer. Great run, dude. Oh, snap. We got another.
This is a veteran right here.
Yeah, yeah. Another TA athlete. We got Dave Kavanagh.
Oh yeah, he's locked in.
Part ninja. What is the other part?
He used to be a volunteer firefighter. I know that much. I don't know if that's still true.
Okay. Part firefighter? Yeah, we'll throw that in the mix.
I mean, part human, part ninja.
Yeah.
Should we ask him what the other part
Are we
is?
all part ninjas?
I think so.
That's the message
I mean,
here.
I feel like it.
Oh, I love this. He came in with so much heat. You know, some people just got that confidence to pack a course. Dave's been doing this for years, and he's got the confidence. I mean, look at it. I mean, age 38, you know, he's definitely got to be, he might be the oldest elite out here.
Yeah, he might be, but I love that he still competes in this division because, oh, that was so close.
Ooh, he could do that.
Yeah, he definitely
totally
could do that. So something that's good about being such a veteran like Dave is that you know what success feels like and you know what falling feels like. And it's a matter of knowing like, okay, I'm going to go confidently no matter what happens and being able to kind of attack obstacles. And that's why I think you saw like, okay, he looks different on the course because he ran so confidently because he's like, I'm going to run it with confidence. If I fall, I fall. I know I'm going to be fine either way. That's
something that I think a lot of the younger athletes or newer athletes of the sport are still figuring out. You know, it's hey, we all fall.
Right.
That's an integral part of the sport.
Yep.
And just knowing that you're going to fall sometimes anyway, you might as well send it, and then maybe you'll get on the podium.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's why Dave's having such a great run here right now.
Yeah, let's make sure we can get a little bit of a sight here on the agility tanks. 1, 2.
Nice.
Okay.
I think he does go rock climbing too.
I think they have a gym. Like
they have climbing now in. Oh, I forgot about that. They do.
Right?
Yeah, they do. So, I mean, look at him. That looks like a climber right there if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, static up.
Right.
Definitely. I mean, I gotta say, for all the athletes listening, rock climbing is kind of coming up more and more in the ninja world.
It is, and everyone's making it a part of their training.
Yeah. Yeah, get out, guys. Go boulder. It's a fun time. And let's see how that strength translates here on the wrench. He's sitting in 11th. That's a pretty good position. That's above half the field already. So let's see how we do making our way through these wrenches.
All right, he's getting the angles right.
Yeah. It's really being gentle about the placement here. I think a lot of athletes are sort of rushing it, really trying to smack it in there, but
he looks really controlled.
There it is.
These are veterans.
These are veterans.
These are the veterans.
Come on, can he spin out a little bit? He needs a little bit of spin.
Oh, it's a little tricky. It's hanging on there.
He's switching. Oh wait, he put it on.
He put it on there and then let go of it. Yeah.
And look how low he's gripping on this wrench. This is smart.
Oh,
come on, lock off.
Okay, he's going back.
Okay. He's
you
not done.
might want to try and angle it.
I think he's trying to just get a better
I think he's going to
grip.
try and angle this one.
Yes.
Is what I'm thinking.
That's smart. That's super duper smart. Yeah, look at that. Now,
Ooh, come on, Dave.
Now he's facing the wrong way. And
come on,
his
Dave.
leg might be hitting the black of the board, and he might be getting super pumped.
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pumped. I'm pumped watching.
Because I do feel like when you, and he pops off of it.
Pulls it into his own head there.
Oh.
Well, he's okay, luckily.
Wait, so was that first wrench vertical that he was doing okay, so that's why his grip was he just goes for it. He's like, I'm not getting this. He's too tired.
That's got to be a 12-foot broad jump with stuff in the way of your head. So, honestly, props for even trying. And doing the obstacle as intended, he's got the reach.
Love it.
But you get swag points for me, Dave.
Let me see.
Oh, man. We've got the whole Ninja Mania Goon Squad right off camera getting ready for Xavier Noito's run. Now, Xavier was competing in the adult division last year because I know he's got like an unstable shoulder or something. He had some terrible shoulder injury. He was competing in the elite division before. Went to the adult division because of the lower impact. But I didn't even know that he decided to come back into the elite division because this kid is, went for it. It looks like he needed to ride it a little longer. And again, challenge format. You might as well send it, guys.
And he did.
Oh, did he ever? Now, you saw when he pushed it out there, he got really low when he pushed, and I think that's going to be the secret if you're really trying to run through, is not jumping up into it at all, dropping as hard as you can and riding that TikTok down. Okay. He's looking at it like he's got a crazy plan in mind.
Yeah.
I don't know why. There's a lot of hand switching.
I'm confused.
I think he's just trying to be
Okay.
safe. No, he's looking at the
I mean, he
next.
might have looked at something and then decided not to.
Yeah.
That could have also been it. Oh.
So he was throwing straight to the bar, it looked like there?
He looked like he was trying to push it enough. Because his other hand like wasn't even close to the cliff.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to just two-hand that bar on the back side. Yeah, because, you know, I think a lot of these athletes, they've seen the stock way to do it. They've seen Kevin Rodriguez.
Yep.
Amir was another great, like, stock example. Yeah, he was going for a reverse under the whole thing.
What did he rip? He's looking at his hand and he's looking up at the obstacle. I think he came off of it and does not know why.
A little slip out could have
Yeah, I
happened.
think he might have just
absolutely.
slipped off of it and is like looking at his hand like, why'd you let go?
Yeah, unfortunate ending there because I know Xavier's got crazy amounts of power, grip strength, and all the technical capacity needed here. The other thing is, like I said, there's a bunch of Ninja Mania athletes that are sort of congregating together here for New England Regionals. He could just also be getting information for everyone else.
Yeah, he could be.
That's
'Cause, like,
a
maybe he can't make it to Worlds. And
Yeah.
it's like, no, I'll just send it.
Right.
You guys want to know if this works? Here, I'll tell you.
Yeah, let's try it out. That's some of the beauty of training in part of a team and coming out and
Yeah.
competing in a team is you get to work with all the people that you always train with, trade ideas, talk about it. Oh, that's a surprise. Xavier came up a little short. He's throwing his arms up.
He is so confused.
It is a different world out here. And they're going to have to get the rig team to straighten that one out. Duck Goose over there, so if you get Brad over there to readjust that. Yeah. All right, Xavier, look, using this like upper angle stuff. This is a new technique. This is crazy.
Oh, he was looking up at, what is the name of the dropping cliffs? The one that he was looking up at, it actually is turned.
Yes.
So we have our course attender going over.
We've
and-
got Brad
Yeah,
fixing
Bradley's
things.
going to go over and fix that. He was like, it's sideways. I'm going to fix that.
So Xavier, you can't really see it, but you see his arm is just like blindly up above the screen. He is on top of those hexagons,
Yeah.
which is a crazy new idea here. He might even just shake out for a little bit. I would if I were him. I'm getting tired just watching this.
Huh. Oh, it was a little stuck, so he hit it.
Yeah, these wrenches are just so precise. The way that they're set up, there's so little wiggle room for those wrenches on the hexes. Yeah, just smack them. Hey, that might be the new beta. Not even kidding.
I mean, his teammate Jake is next, so
Jake Shanti.
he's going to be running over, giving him all the things.
Jake-
Hey, if it gets stuck, just hit it.
Yeah. Abuse the wrench. I think he's been hanging for almost a minute and a half at this point. Yeah, I would be pumped too, Xavier. And he is out of time. Unfortunate ending, because I know that guy. I mean, he's got arms like cannons. This kid is so strong. So we're just doing a quick little battery reset here on the camera before Jake Shanti's run.
Matt's already done fixing the obstacle. He's fast and good like that.
That guy is so good at rigging.
Right.
Okay.
How many more do we have left?
Jake Shanti coming out of Ninja Mania. Super strong athlete. He is 16. I believe this is his second year competing in the elite division. So
He's been doing this for so long. Like, he's another one I knew when he was like
Right.
itty bitty.
I
Like-
love seeing these people that have just done it for 6, 8, 10 years, and you're like, you're 16, you've been doing it for 8 years?
Yeah, exactly. Like
That's half your life.
That's where we're at now.
It is. I mean, I'm at that point now. I started when I was 13. I'm 27. So
Whoa! I
half
don't
my
think
life.
I
We hit
realized
it.
that.
We hit it last.
my
we hit it last
gosh.
year.
All
Yeah,
right,
one
Jake.
of the few training as a team, but now they're
Yeah.
all over the place. Cool little backwards dismount.
Yeah, I mean, he took the backswing after he saw Xavier miss the first try.
And, you know, I do think that might be something that Xavier was doing for Jake. 'Cause
Right.
Jake is the kind of guy to do that.
He would. He totally would.
Jake is such an aggressive speed athlete.
Oh, he just missed the backhand. Looked like a similar thing to
Yeah.
actually what we saw Xavier do.
That's not the part of Xavier's run he wanted to copy, I'm sure. And again, it looked like he just sort of missed that left hand. Okay, try number 2, Mr. Shanti. Getting into it, he's got the grippers, he's got the flippers. That's a good way to do it. Now we've got to not touch the black of the box.
Yay!
Nice, Jake. Okay, I feel like, I don't know why, I feel like it's been a while since we've seen someone get through these cubes. It's not been, but it feels like it.
I was like, I guess you're right.
I mean, well, I guess what I mean is like at the start, everyone was
Oh,
getting through it.
yeah.
And now
Then we
it's like
did have a wave of like,
hit or miss.
yeah. People might have been getting a little bit too confident, like, oh, they're fine,
Mm-hmm.
and overlooking it.
And people are trying all different types of techniques on these obstacles. Like this one.
Yeah.
That's rock climb tech right
Yeah,
there.
it was. He looked up, he saw that he had that handhold that was still there, and was
Put
able to
his
get
foot
his foot
on
on
it,
it.
dude.
Yeah.
That's something I would do. I love doing stuff like that.
Because Jake's a little shorter. He's got long arms, though.
And long hair.
Yep, and long hair.
He's got the look pretty much down to a science. All right. This is one of those guys I would kind of expect to like
He's
full
strong.
send. Yeah, not only be strong, but full send an early day.
Oh, I could see that, too.
I
I was going to say,
I really wonder if you could look
okay.
safe
Talk
from
about
there.
precision.
Yeah, they didn't even struggle,
Yeah, what?
I can just ask him. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
dude.
Okay, Jake.
This is the smoothest athlete we've seen so far, and the question really just comes down: does he have this last move? And you see the wrist not in the best position for this move. If I were him, I would match here. One more try is worth it. You gotta get a little higher there, dude.
Oh, he gets
Yes!
it! Yeah, Jake. Now he's going for that dismount.
Oh my God, be careful, buddy.
So I
Yeah, Jake Shanti has done it. And that puts him in 3rd place
Let's
right
go.
now.
Okay, Jake.
And
So strong.
And so fast. 220, only
He
15
always
behind
is.
K-Rod.
He really, I mean, he won a world championship in one of the younger age divisions when he was younger. So
Did he really?
I think
I don't think I knew that.
I'm pretty sure he did. I feel like I remember I remember being there. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
right.
And he just like when you were younger in those divisions, a lot of them were more like speed courses,
Oh.
honestly. So I think that's why he's used to honestly going fast.
And that's still the case, you know. We're
It
going to
is.
see the kids' male division out here later, and that's one of my favorite divisions because of how aggressive they are.
They are.
Come on, Jake Shanti! Within 12, we got 12 seconds left, and that was the best attempt we've seen. All right, gets a little bit of extra rest time here as they're resetting, but okay, we're back at it. Come on, Jake, we gotta rush. You gotta do this as intended. It's the fastest way to do. Woo! Jake Shanti, that was an awesome run. Probably the closest athlete we've seen to clearing the final obstacle there. Great job, Jake. Really impressive. I forget what the obstacle's called. I'm gonna call it the Cliff Smackers. Because what do? You smack some cliffs. Oh, look at this. Jake coaching the next runner here, Isaac Hill, coming out of Ascend. I'm sure Tish would have all sorts of awesome anecdotes, but she ran off to help with some rigging for, I believe, the adult female division. And wow, Isaac is kind of tanking this so far. Really powerful. Using the huge wingspan there, and I love that. Gets to his dismount and gets on the obstacle. You can really see who's comfortable and who's not by how little time each athlete spends on the finish platform. So, gotta pull and reach. Yeah, that's smooth. Isaac Hill, 16 years old, one of the younger athletes sort of out here. I love seeing these younger athletes just absolutely crush into the agility steps, boing, boing, right on out. Now, Isaac is such a tank. He's got Matt D'Amico out there. D'Amico is sitting in 4th right now, so that's absolutely the man that you want in your corner.
Oh my gosh, Isaac. Sorry, sometimes I have to leave to help with course
I
changes,
told-
especially for females and stuff. You told them?
I let them know
Okay.
that you would have a lot of anecdotes about Isaac Hill, the Ascend
Yes.
athlete.
I love Isaac. He's such a beast. Looking good so far, and he's someone who knows how to use his height very well.
Yeah.
So I think that'll be good for an obstacle like this.
And I was gonna say he's 16, but he looks like he's going on 22.
Yeah.
You know, this kid
Yeah.
eats.
Definitely. All right, let's go, Isaac. He's really strong, so I think as long as he has a good plan
Yeah.
and he sticks to the plan and knows kind of what he needs to do, all right, he gets that on there pretty quickly. I like that.
I mean, he's got Matt D'Amico on his sideline. Matt cleared this obstacle. So
Right.
That's someone that you want in your ring.
100%.
All right, big reach. Oh, be careful of the swing here, Isaac. And you
I
might
know,
want to
awkward shoulder, but he's got that height. Like I said, he's got that, and he knows how to use it. Perfect.
Wow.
Come on, one more move, Isaac.
Okay. Now,
Oh!
I was going to say right hand
on.
on the nunchuck grip. Not really what you want because you have to go
I
underneath
know.
the arm and you're kind of coming blind to the next one. I'd love to see if he could turn around somehow and go left hand to that.
Yeah, he's definitely pumped a little bit, but I know Matt just told him something. I'm not sure. I was trying to read his lips. I don't know what he said.
Yeah,
but
I can't do that.
gave him a little something. So we'll see what his second attempt looks like. He still has a minute left, so now he knows what they feel like, so maybe he can be a little more efficient through the front half of it.
Yeah. And the thing is, because of how long this obstacle takes, you really, you can't take your time. Like, you got to, push fast through this, but
Right.
even if you push fast, it's going to pump you out. The harder you push, the more it's going to pump you.
Yep.
All right, come on, Isaac.
Come on. Come on.
Yes.
All right, yeah.
Left hand up.
Yeah.
Now, does he have the vertical grip strength?
Come on.
dude.
Squeeze. Come on.
First
Come on.
try. Oh.
Dang.
For a lot of these
Yeah.
guys, it's like if you miss that first reach out.
It's going to peel you off the
Uh-huh.
backswing. Yeah, it's hard to be able to hold on to that.
But hey, shout out, he's in the top 10 right now, sitting in 8th
Oh, heck
place.
yeah.
Isaac Hill, great representation out here for Team
Nice.
Ascend.
Oh,
Oh, man.
his mom will be here, a Masters female, too,
And let's
on
get
Sunday.
let's get a quick look here. Let's check the live leaderboard. Let's see if we can get that working. Nope. Try again.
Maybe clear
Oh.
off that and then do that.
All right, we tried. We got Brody Messier here now. Brody's a super strong guy. He's been training for a while now. Coming out of the Albany Ninja Lab, we've seen a couple other Albany athletes take on the course, so they're going to have given him some good course advice.
So he's someone who sometimes I think he'll take some extra swings and things like that, like he did on the TikTok. But when you get to things like the wrenches, he's someone who can make it happen. So
Oh yeah, they do so much burnout training in Albany.
yeah, he's got really good grip strength.
Yeah, these technical moves.
Yeah, I want to see him get through this because I want to see him get to the wrenches.
And he absolutely can do this. It's just going to come down to, again, the pressure of the moment. All right, it's reset, and here goes try number 2. Okay, and we are getting through this back half. Come on, remember, the black is out, Brody. Don't fall prey to the rules. There we go. Good
Come
pull.
on.
Now he's out.
There we go.
I worry about the pump, though. Just swinging for that long. He's been up for about a minute. I'm worried that he's already going to be real exhausted when he gets to these wrenches, but hopefully the burnout training pays off here.
Yeah.
A little falling beam time. Kerchunk.
Nice. A little dyno backwards there, turning it around.
I love the confidence. I mean, his back says it all. Send it, baby.
Hey. All right, let's see how his grip is here. Come on. Oh, he does have Luke on his sideline too, who has I know you guys can probably hear that clapping there. We had an athlete get injured, getting taken away, and everyone's just sending out the best to him.
Yeah, that's tough. All right.
Yeah, he gave a big thumbs up while being taken out, so hopefully he'll be good.
Yeah. Well, maybe, if I were Brody, I'd be thinking to myself, that applause is for me, and that would give me the confidence to get on this thing and destroy this obstacle.
That's if you even heard the applause. Sometimes you're so zoned in,
That's
you don't
so
hear
true.
anything. Like, someone could be like, oh, there's applause happening while I was going? No, I didn't hear it.
Is that how you are, or do you, take it all in?
It depends, I think, on the course, whether
Yeah.
it's a speed course, whether it's a challenge course, whether it's burnout. I think it depends on that.
Totally.
Because sometimes I can be just chilling, thinking, and honestly kind of communicating with the people around me. And then there's other ones where I'm so locked in, the only person I hear is like a familiar voice, which is usually a coach.
And for me, I can't process when coaches are telling me things and do the obstacle. Like, for me, I can't do it. So
That's funny.
I tell my coach, I don't tell Joe or Tom, be like, hey, don't say anything unless I'm doing it really wrong.
That's so funny. Because actually, Brody one time was on a course,
Come on,
and I
Brody.
told him something. I don't even remember exactly what it was, and he heard me and ended up listening.
Really?
Yeah. Dang it.
So
Come on.
frustrating, because Brody is the guy that could do this.
He is.
And I love that his run is over. He's timed out, but he said,
He's like, I'm
trying,
doing
man.
this.
You can't. I'm coming all the way out here. I'm doing the techie last obstacle. Cool.
Okay, yeah. See, I told you guys
Okay.
he had strength.
Dude,
You needed to
how
show
is
it
he
off a
still
little
walking
bit.
off a cliffhanger right now?
I know.
Yeah, they forcing him off now.
Yeah. Hey,
He's been out there for a while.
yeah.
I honestly, Brody, pretty good run. Definitely good showing of his strengths, being
Put him in-
endurance and power.
Put him in 15th, I
Hey.
believe. So that's a really good
Out
spot.
of almost
Out of 28.
30. Out of 28, that's fine.
Yeah, that's a really solid spot. Oh, Owen Matters.
Owen Matters, Big O, the man, the myth. I love this guy.
Owen Matters in my brain is always the dark horse, because he's always like a name you see and you're like, okay, yeah, Owen. But then you look at this, look at this.
You almost skipped the second hourglass completely.
Right. And he just shows up, has so much confidence. Again, someone who's been doing it for so long at such a young age.
I remember he came to a
Yeah.
Premier Series last year at Stanford. I designed that course, and he did some crazy things. And so right there, he
touched the blue of the force.
the blue of it.
He
I
did. You see him? He's
understand.
touching the blue of the
So
force.
it's the corners that are out of play.
And
really.
any of the other black. So if you just hit the corner of the
Edges.
black, you get the edges. Yeah. So that's kind of smart. He was like, I'm touching blue.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's some niche to these rules.
Yeah.
Owen Matters making quick work of the first half of this course.
All right. Let's see if he absorbs this drop right here. Good. Let's see if he's going to try and static up to it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he goes climbing. Wouldn't surprise me. There we go. Nice and efficient through that. All right. Now, he has Dave Kavanagh right there. So, again, someone who's been on these and knows what they feel like. I'm really excited to see how he attacks this one. Already has the first one sideways, able to skip right over to the second board. Looking really good there. Come on. Nice. All right, he's looking really controlled right now. And oh my gosh, he makes that move across and is able to keep it angled, which is where we've seen people when it's vertical there is where they're slipping off. So he has it at an angle. Is one more move basically? Yes.
He looks so good right now.
Yeah, he's so strong. You don't need. Okay, he's making the last move too, I guess. Sure, why not?
Dude. Oh, just get out of there, Owen.
Come on, Owen.
Get out of there, bro.
Owen, you don't need it. You don't need it.
Get out of there.
Yeah, thank you, thank
okay.
you, thank you. His mom's cringing over here.
Yeah.
She's like, just go. Yeah, let's go, Owen.
A lot of trust in those wrenches, man.
Yeah.
A lot of the other athletes that did that skip were like kind of low backswing, big pull.
Yep.
Not Owen. Owen, big backswing.
He said, I need to get off this thing. I need to make sure I get there. All right, come on, Owen.
Okay. This guy's got the cliff strength.
Yeah,
for sure.
definitely. Okay, made me a little nervous there.
Maybe he's a little tired.
Come on. Oh, he tries to reach it.
He might turn around,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
honestly.
if he turned around, he might have
He's
that.
the guy that would do that, too.
Oh, he knows. Looks like he's trying to recover a little bit.
Yeah.
All right,
Come on,
he's gonna
dude.
build it up. Oh, honestly, that was really close.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you want, really. You want a big lead hand
Yeah.
reaching pretty much as far as you can so that you can move it as quick as possible and then begin catching it as quickly
Yeah.
as possible.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Okay. Now this guy.
Oh, here we go.
Let's get, tell us something, Tej.
I mean, this is Emerald Valley. Like, what can you? He is TNA Ascend King,
Yep.
one of the champions.
A literal king now.
Yeah, literal king. He trains all over the place, honestly. He
Yeah.
trains at his house. He's got a nice setup there. He goes rock climbing all the time.
He bowled with like V10 or something, right?
Right. He comes to Ascend. He'll go to Vitality once in a while. Like, this guy's just all over the place.
Okay. Come on, Evan. One swing and he's out and he's linking. This guy is so good at coming up with a good game plan and just sticking to it.
He is. We just need I think all these moves, honestly, are so good for him.
Yep. Just a little delicate touch, flip, and you're out. He accidentally kind of hit it, but incidental contact, very good.
Nice. All right. Couple more moves, and we're getting into the climber's heaven lane.
There you go. Yeah, I'm surprised he's even chalking up. Really, like, save the chalk for the wrenches, man.
I think he's a big chalk guy, aren't we all?
Yeah, aren't we all is right. There's those random few people that are just like, chalk you.
Yeah, there are.
And honestly, I'm jealous, because chalking up takes 3 to 7 seconds, you know?
Yeah,
You lose time if you're doing speed.
you do. Like, in training, you have to make sure you're not chalking up for everything.
Yep.
Like, you have to get used to that in training, for sure.
I mean, that's something that any, younger athletes listening in,
Yeah.
you gotta practice chalking up less. You gotta do it,
Yep.
because
For
that's
sure.
just how you cut down the seconds. That's how you compete with the best of the best.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, he
This
gets that
is
nice
different.
and high.
He's going above the hexes, and that makes it so he doesn't have to do a
Whoa.
lock off, and that is the smartest way I've seen it done so far.
That's, again, I think that's like a climber's mentality in terms of, like,
Totally.
trying to figure out the best way to get through something like this.
I'm surprised that he's not just dismounting, honestly, but I guess everything
He's
else felt
looking,
so
and
easy.
he's like, yeah, I think it felt really easy. Yeah, he's like, yeah, never mind.
Okay, last one.
And this is a guy, 120 left, and a guy who could get this.
And he's 15 seconds faster than Kevin to the same spot.
Oh, let's go, Evan.
Evan and Kevin. I like it. Okay. I understand you're going to get the catch if you do it this way, where you smack him out before you get there. I really think you're missing out on the way that the thing moves, though.
Oh, come on.
He almost got his fingers in there.
See, but now I feel like at this point it's not worth it to do it, because if you fail the first move, then you're like, okay, well, I knew how to be able to get it. So if you're
Right.
going to do it on your first attempt, try and actually do the move. And then if you fail it, okay, then let's go the other way. I don't know. It depends. Depends on how confident you are, too.
Yeah, true, and how good your cliff strength is. Again, it's one of those things where it's like, hey, challenge format, first try, fastest try. You might as well
Right.
send it.
I think even for Evan, like, he's got the cliff strength. We know that.
Yeah.
So that's why it's a matter of, like, adapting to the technique of it. Oh, got a whole
We just got a whole pizza in the booth. It's a good day.
Come on, Evan. I'll give you a piece of pizza if you get it.
Yeah, this is for the
Come on.
pizza.
Oh, dang it.
He was trying to wedge his fingers
Oh
under
my
there.
gosh, he like didn't flip it open, but still tried to
Yeah.
catch the cliffhanger.
Just trying to...
I wish you could guys see us playing with our hands over here. trying to do what he did.
A little octopus fingers here.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, we got another one of my Ascend boys here. This is Davis White. He is gonna lock in right here with the Adidas shoes on. He always trains in those, and I always get really confused. Let's go, Davis. Yeah, nice. Locks it up, goes for that dismount.
I like seeing the wide grip on the wheel too. Like, it's hard. It's a little weird to just shoot right through it. But
Yeah, it's good to know you have options and what you're confident in.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's what makes a good obstacle too. Is like multiple ways to do it. If it's
Yeah.
one way and done way, then sometimes you limit people.
Right. Yeah, because that's actually one of the things we've had set up in the gym is just a disc, and whether you're going to the sides of it and then trying to dismount, whether you're going around it. Nice, Davis. So good.
Yeah, I do think the spinning discs probably one of the best ninja obstacles of all time. Like so many ways you can play with it to make different, new, challenging obstacles.
Give me a little scare on that.
Oh my gosh, falling the whole way through that skate rail.
He actually does that a lot. He follows his way through obstacles. But he gets through it.
Hey, as long as you fall in the right direction, it's fine.
Right. Nice. Come on, Davis. Let's go. One more move, then we're at the wrenches.
And cleaning it up.
Nice.
Wow. So that puts him in 13th right now. So
Great run for him.
really, that's pretty high up. How many people have we seen, like, what's the slowest to the wrenches is I guess the question.
Slowest to the wrenches is number 19.
19. Oh, and that's because that was Ramsey's because he took extra tries on a couple of obstacles.
Right. He had 2 fails. So,
All right, well, come on, Davis.
come on.
Oh. I didn't realize how low those were to the ground. You know, like
Yeah, I know. He's really long, too.
What a nice guy. The man just reset for himself. Like, no, it's
Davis
okay,
is that guy.
guys.
Davis is that
I
guy.
got it. I'll reset my own obstacle.
He's awesome. All right. I think Davis might already be qualified. I should check on that. When we're going to be getting into our already qualified people. Okay, he's
Oh.
not.
But, wow, wait, scroll up a little bit on that. So, what I'm seeing here is, I believe 18 athletes are pre-qualified for Worlds in the New England region. They're not all here competing,
There's a lot.
which means, I think, that almost everyone here is going to qualify. Either everyone or maybe 1 or 2 will not.
Which
But,
is so sad.
yeah.
We'll get to that later, though.
Come on, David. Oh my gosh, coming
Ah.
up fairly short. He's got 10 seconds. Is he going to attack the cliffs?
Oh, he's realizing it's 10. Coach told him.
All right, well,
Wait, that's no.
good try from Davis. Great
Yeah, honestly,
run.
really solid run for him. I mean,
Oh, man.
moving pretty efficiently up to that point.
Now, this
Oh.
is one of my favorite people of all time,
Oh, me too.
probably. So,
Me too.
Rochester, New York. I went to school in Rochester, New York.
Oh.
Okay, which is right next to Webster. It's
Okay.
like 15 minutes away. And so I got my first time I got a call to go on American Ninja Warrior. I was in school in Rochester, New York, and I go to the Rochester Warrior Factory where, lo and behold, I meet young 13-year-old Aiden Wood.
Oh my
Which is
gosh.
probably like one of the times when Aiden was the strongest in the division. He was like the top teen athlete
yeah.
at the time. And I mean, he's still one of the top athletes, I'd say, but things have sort of, priorities have switched around. He became a rock climber for a long while, focused on school for a little while, but he's back at it in the sport right now. He's sponsored by DGS Ninja.
Oh, yeah.
Absolute animal on the course.
Yeah, he actually is. I talked to him, I remember last year, and he was saying, like, no, next year I'm getting back into it. Because he would come to, he went to school in Vermont, he would drive down to Action Norwood sometimes and come train. Like, he would just stay super late and come train with us. So he definitely was like, I want to get back into it. So he's definitely been working
Yeah.
hard, and I'm excited to see him back on the rise again.
And I was at so throughout my training, I was training at Warrior Factory in Rochester for a little while. And then COVID season happened, and I had to train for COVID season, and the Wood family let me use their backyard course to train.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I was out there with Aiden and his younger brother and younger sister, and we were just sort of training in the backyard throughout the COVID times, unfortunate as they were.
Wait, what just happened? Did he step
It
on
looked like
something
he
he wasn't
probably
supposed
grabbed one of the black of the beam. The black of the beam is out of play.
to? Okay.
So my guess is he just wrapped his foot around it or his hand around it and just made a small mistake. I don't think the rest of this is going to be hard for him.
Right. That was just a little mental error. Nice here.
Yeah, Aiden is so smooth.
All right, I'm excited to see him on this one. I really want him to get through it.
And again, the kid has the strength, you know. Call him a kid. He's 20. They're all kids. They're all kids.
They'll always be kids.
Yeah. I feel like a big kid sometimes. Like, ninja's my job. That's crazy.
Me too. I'm 31.
Yeah.
And people are like,
27 over here.
You're still
so.
a kid.
Yep.
I mean, we play on a big playground, so what do we expect?
We're professionals at playgrounds.
We are. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Aiden, the lock-off strength is
Heck
crazy.
yeah.
Dude, yeah, just do
Oh,
it.
okay.
Oh, yeah, just turn around with one
it's
hand.
a little far, but he reaches.
Please adjust your arm, Mr. Wood. Thank you.
Sure.
Okay, very
Yep.
good.
Oh, the two fingers in the bottom part of the wrench, like we
Jeez.
saw Matt D'Amico do.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, dismount.
I like it. He planned to dismount from here. That is the way
Yep.
to do it.
So many people are struggling on that last move.
I mean, let's be real. If it's hard to take it out normally, it should be hard to take it out when you're Lishang on it.
Mm-hmm.
Aiden really does have all the skills necessary to successfully do this. Yeah, okay.
Totally.
Lead hand smacking, okay. I still don't like how long that takes.
Tell me about. I think you're mad.
I am mad. If I was doing it, I'm kidding. It's
Come on.
it's
Oh, he's
fine.
got. Oh.
That was a great try.
That was a great run.
Link it. Yeah,
6
yo.
seconds.
He's run up with the determination of he's gonna link it.
Yep.
Now, I bet you could even Lachey hard enough to like underbar through the slope cliffs.
Oh, I want to see that.
He's the guy to do it.
He is a guy to do it.
But you can't really link it. Oh, but you can definitely do it like
Corey.
this. Come on.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Maybe that obstacle is a lot harder than I think it is. But to me, I'm looking at that, I'm like, yeah, I would just catch the slope cliffs.
I think when we're done, we should let you go up there and try
Yeah.
it and see if you flash
Give me
it.
a run.
Yeah.
No warm up.
All right.
Who needs them?
Not you, apparently.
I do. I really
yeah,
do.
no,
I'm
you definitely do.
27 now.
Yeah. Over the age of like 20, honestly, in this sport, you start needing a good warm up.
You kids listening, you should probably warm
Actually,
up
19.
normally.
Now that I'm thinking about Addie, like she warms up so much now after all the wear and
Yeah.
tear she's put on.
Hey, well, speaking of 19, I think
Yeah.
Tom's 19 now. I'm pretty sure he's not 18 anymore. So we got to update that in our system here. But Tom Albertie, this is one of my guesses. This is one of my votes for
Yeah.
top 3 here.
Fair. I mean, especially seeing the wrenches, like he
Come
can
on,
get
Tom.
through this.
Run through that TikTok, buddy. Yeah, he didn't want it. That's okay. We just put TikTok up in the gym, so we've been practicing a lot of run throughs, so I'm kind of like hyped up on it. Like, I really
Right.
want to see it.
I just don't really think it's preset enough to fully be there.
Yeah, that's fair. Look how quickly he gets off the finish platform.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
That's just this. That's a veteran move.
Yeah.
I'm worried a little bit. He is really using that grip, that pull strength a lot right now. He locked off for most of that.
And he's going to need it later.
Oh, will he ever? The thing is, I know he's got it in spades. So, got to redo the agility. Yeah, these stage 4 agility rollers, way more awkward than PVCs on wheels. And awkward is in like they just move differently.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So if that's your training for spinning pipe agility, it's not gonna serve you too well on these. But he's smooth. I wish he linked that though.
I did too. I was thinking the same thing.
Because we know he can.
Right. We definitely know he can.
And that is the difference between 10th and like 7th.
Yeah, definitely could be.
Because I remember that 101 was Jacobe, right?
Yep, and then someone was 57.
Yeah, so if he linked that dismount, where's our time?
Over
There
here.
it is, there it is. All right, he would have gone ahead of Jacobe, which would put him in 9th. So 1 spot. Okay, don't matter. He wasn't planning on failing this one anyway, so.
Right. Let's go, Tom.
Now, this is one of those things where I really don't think he saw what Evan did. And Evan, I really think, opened this up in a way to make it so much easier. But God, I guess it doesn't matter when you're strong.
When you're Tom, it doesn't matter. I do think you just have the strength for it.
And I know how strong Tom is. I'm still so impressed sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, bud.
Come on, he's got to angle it a little more. There we go.
And just skip
taking
it.
it with. Okay, but he has that lock. Look at his bicep.
Oh, dude.
I don't know if you can see it on the screen.
The
that bicep.
first man to use the last hexagon. That's a weird flex.
Oh, yeah, it is. Only until we had 12 runners left and finally see it.
And look at how he squares up with K-Rod and Amir. He's in the same second.
Oh, really? Oh, my God.
All three of them in the same 1 second.
Wow.
I like that. Only doing one. Only doing one of the doors.
Yep. I actually do like that, too. I was wondering why people would take the second swing.
Now, Tom, I forced Tom to train a lot of smack tech.
Oh! Let's go!
Baby!
Yeah!
Tom!
Yeah, Tom! Let's go!
That's my boy.
Woo! Good pick, buddy. Good pick.
Oh, I had no doubts. I was doubting a little bit. I can't even lie. After seeing so many other athletes fail it, I was like, Tom, I'm not sure,
that was
but
awesome.
You know, he is such a tank. Look,
and he walks by and he starts giving the next competitor some tips.
Yeah, giving our boy Michael Sherman.
Yeah.
Michael Sherman, another one of my favorite athletes of all time.
I mean, those two have also known each other since they were little, because I knew them too.
They grew up training together,
right?
They
did, yep.
Oh, is it? Yeah, Ninja Tom. That guy's a great athlete, and we want to follow in his footsteps, but if there's anyone to do it, Michael's a good guy for it.
He actually is. I would agree with that.
Michael's a real jack of all trades, but I think his best strength is his burnout and his ability to sort of hang forever. So the wrenches, I'm not even too worried for him. It's really more about the efficiency and how he can stack up on speed against these other athletes.
Oh!
Yeah. Okay.
Again on that backhand.
Yeah. Okay, round number 2, Mr. Michael Sherman.
All right, come on. Wide, nice. Yeah. There we go.
And I think Michael was one of the 11 people to clear stage 1 last year in the elite division.
I actually do think I had that written down somewhere. I think you're right.
I'm pretty sure, because I remember him flexing about it at some point, as a 15-year-old would do.
Right, because I know someone I had. Let me look at my notes.
Yeah.
Someone was the first one to clear stage 1.
See, I love that you got notes.
I did. I took notes.
I'm just relying on vibes and
I mean, most of the
remembering it.
And then when I think of something, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I don't have it written down for him. Who did I write
Looks like
down
he
for?
hit his head, maybe.
oh man.
That's how I'm rubbing it. Yeah.
All right. He's off. Come on. You got to figure out that angle.
Terminator.
You got to angle it more. Either down or angle it more is where you start getting stuck.
It's so annoying because it is an awkward wrist position to have it angled. Come on, Michael.
He's actually really high in the standings for elite males too. He competed a lot, 12 competitions.
Wow.
Yeah, and he is the highest one on the rankings that's not qualified. So I definitely would love to see him be able to get a qualifying spot.
And oh no, it looks like it just slipped out of his hand. So I think he was sort of just going for ease of putting the wrench on the hex, and instead he needs to adjust to go for more time, making sure it's on in the angled position.
Right.
Because that vertical grip, God, does it just sap it all out?
Oh, it really does. He's still, okay. Hopefully he sees now the way he just put that second one on, how angled it has to be in order to fit it on there in that way.
Once you do it first time, you got to start visualizing it.
Right. Come on, Michael.
All right. That's oh my goodness.
He's struggling with the angle of the precision of it is what he's struggling with right now.
Yeah. but he is a burnout guy. The question again, there's 22 seconds. Can he do it in 22?
And he's really choked up on it too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we're on. Yeah, running low on time though.
Big Lachey dismount.
That's really far.
Yeah. What else you gonna do though? When you got 1 second left.
I know. Oh, Michael.
I mean, hey, I think he might win the award for the longest dead hang on that obstacle. He was up there for a while.
We should check that after all this. See who was on that obstacle the longest.
Let's get our stats guys on it.
I know.
There are no stats guys. We'll have to do it ourselves.
It would be us.
Okay, we got another Ultimate Obstacles athlete. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to try it. Joshua Marchesault.
Where am I looking?
I should try more of these last names. There's some fun last names here.
I know, hold on. Oh, my thing wasn't loading. I was like, who are we on? Marquezio.
Getting some last advice here from Coach.
Marquezio.
Uh-oh, Coach touching the arch. Keenan. This guy's just caught. He's the riffraff.
Causing trouble. Oh, it's Keenan. What do you expect?
He's always riffraff.
Yeah. Got a new dog. He feels like he can do whatever he wants.
Right. All right, come on, Joshua. Show us how it's done. All right. Hey, getting through it, looking smooth. I like the big Lachey skip. I want to see someone jump like that. I'm sure it can be done.
Something I could see Noah Munier doing if he was here.
Totally, yeah. Where's that guy, huh?
I don't know.
Not here, though.
Yeah, you think he already qualified. He qualified at Barbados.
Oh, you didn't even need to compete in the whole season.
Right. And neither did I. That's why I'm not competing.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. I mean, I competed during the season.
It must be nice, dude. I had to go to the Northeast Regionals and all that. And it was fun, I'm not going to lie. Good event, but...
Just go to Barbados.
It's only a few $1,000.
Yeah. I save up all year for that. It's worth it.
I mean, it is the Ninja Destination vacation, right?
Right. All right, let's go. He's going to get through this.
Yeah, I have
taking a little extra time than I think he wants to, but...
he did already take a fail, so
right,
it's better
he wanted to lock it in.
Another fail. Here we go. It's going to be this one.
There you go.
I think that also is, too, just like, you can't let your nerves get to you because between the timing, the precision, there's a lot of stuff that can get in your head.
Also, too, even on that very last move, you don't know how heavy or light that box is when you're there. I mean, you're swinging on it, but when you hit it with one hand, it can feel very different. So that's why people are like, you see it spin different ways, but it's like, okay, how much do I really need to push it to get it to me efficiently?
I've liked seeing like the gentle cat paw on it, right? The little, it's like a little bat. That's my favorite technique I've seen. And I love doing these backwards moves from Joshua. Oh, we're going to turn around. Okay, that makes some sense, too.
Okay.
Sets up a good link dismount. Woo! He didn't get any height of that. He just shot straight at it. I love the confidence.
And we're back to the wrenches.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if we added all the time of each athlete on each obstacle, the wrenches would probably definitely be more than every other obstacle combined,
100%,
right?
100%.
Come on, Joshua. You can see how hard it is to get those dumb wrenches off of the hex. What I will say, though, Joshua's got the reach for this. In 49 seconds, you know? Oh, man. Can you pull up the leaderboard again? I've got a stat I want to say, but I want to make sure it's right.
All right, I got you. Refresh.
Yeah, refresh it.
What are we looking at?
I was going to say, I think everyone who's cleared the wrenches did it on their first try. I can't even tell based off this leaderboard. But I think that might be true, though.
I do think that might be true as well. Yeah, you could be right with that.
Because, you know, you get so pumped. If you have to take a second try, it just slashes your chances. Not saying it's impossible.
Evan, Kevin, Amir, Jake, Owen, yeah.
I think they did, right?
I think you're right.
But Joshua might break that right here.
We want to see someone do that if they need to.
Come on, dude. I think he's even got the height. He could try to skip to the last board, honestly, but it's
Wait,
about...
where's the... Oh my gosh, I lost track of where the other bench
Yeah.
was. I was like, where'd it go?
It's like a game of peekaboo or I Spy. It's like, where's the wrench? Yeah, it looks like he's going to time out here, even though he has the strength to finish. That is so unfortunate. My man needed 15 more seconds. Yeah, they're just going to let him finish. Come on, dog. Get out of there. At least...
Oh! Come on, that was so close.
Well, unfortunately, time had already run out at that point. But
It still would have been nice to get.
No,
Yeah, it was.
If he had the time, he would have fixed his positioning. He would have turned around and he would have done it.
Definitely.
Carter Stone.
All right.
That's one of those like you say both parts of the name. You know, it's not just Carter. It's Carter
I
Stone.
talked about that with someone the other day. I said that about Jack Adams. I told Jack that the other day.
Absolutely.
He goes, "You could just call me Jack," and I was like, "No, you're Jack Adams." Yeah, Carter Stone, also one of
Carter
those people.
Stone.
I agree.
When you got a last name like Stone, like that's a sick name.
It is. And Carter's one who trains with a good group of guys over at Ultimate. So, I love it. He barely got it, but he went with confidence. I'm glad, like going for a
Full
move like that.
commit.
That's one of those things that we're looking for at the age of 15.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for.
He trains with what? Eric, Jonah, all these same
Ben,
kids.
who we'll see coming up soon.
Oh, Mr. Seamson, yeah.
Yep.
But Carter, super strong guy. You know what? Carter might be the guy that made the obstacles I was thinking of earlier. I know someone out there at UO makes obstacles. We'll yell at Keenan. He'll tell him. He'll tell me later.
Yeah.
He's a little busy right now with Carter, but...
I don't know where Mary is either. I could ask her.
Oh, wow. There's like an inflated purple pony or unicorn walking around the sideline right now. Not to take away from Carter,
No, it's taken away.
but...
No, come on, Carter. Pop. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Great adjustment. I love the hip positioning. Whoa. Going for the carousel version of that.
Nice.
Yeah, those boxes can move. Okay, come on, Carter. Nice and smooth through the balance. Yeah, buddy. Making our way into the climb here. Looks like he's got confidence in his foot. Yeah, good foot. All right, Carter doing a good job getting through the rest of this obstacle. What's the name of this obstacle, Tej? I don't...
Which one?
Jumping to a standing something.
Jumping to a standing ovation.
Oh, that's a cool name.
It's a little long.
A little bit of a mouthful, yeah.
I think that's why I haven't said it yet.
Yeah, jumping to... yeah, that's too many syllables.
Yeah. Ninja wrenches is a lot easier to say, thankfully.
I mean, we probably could have just called it wrenches.
Yeah, I know. Because it is. It's just wrenches.
Yeah.
Definitely throwing some wrenches in people's expectations on how they were going to do today, huh, Will?
Oh, God.
Come on, we love the dad jokes.
That's a knee slapper. That's a knee slapper.
My dad would be proud.
Yeah. Happy early Father's Day, everybody. I'm honestly more mad that I didn't think of it earlier.
I know. I don't know how. Honestly, I just thought of it, and I was
Great
like,
job.
How did it take us this long?
Yeah, you win that speed course, okay.
Oh, let's go.
Okay, come on, Carter. Now, again, he's in that lower arm position, which means you need the little... Oh, he has the one arm.
Okay, he's
pull.
chilling. He's chilling.
Dude!
What? That looked so clean.
Was this also supposed to be hard? Carter forgot.
Okay,
Carter,
yeah,
no one told
apparently.
Carter it's supposed to be hard.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, we've got 9 already through the ninja wrenches, which is awesome.
All right, let's go. Come on. Yeah, Carter.
I love that version.
I do too. If I was going to recommend a way without doing the actual move, it would be that.
Right.
Not that I could reach it.
True.
Oh! Come on, Carter.
I want to see the same thing.
Oh my, 7 seconds. Gosh,
I need that left hand there a little quicker to flop the other side out of the way.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Go.
Oh! He had 7 seconds left. He had to do whatever he could.
No, for
that
real.
was the closest without getting it, by far.
It really was.
Oh, that was so good. Demo if people want me to.
All right. Now we've got one of my favorite guys out there. Tej is going to go demo some stuff for the adult female division, so you stuck with me. But we got James Burns. This guy's going to burn up a course. Tej should be so proud of that dad joke. All right. James making sure that those shoes squeak the right way. That just proves that they got grip. And again, there's only like 2 obstacles that require grip on your shoes, but you got them. And I'm joined in the booth with New Tej. Hi, New Tej.
Hey, what's going on, Will?
Nothing much. Just watching one of my favorite guys out here. James works so hard.
Yeah.
Strive, one of the Strive coaches, and just, I mean, he's been attacking with a real fire this whole year. You can see I think he was looking at the next move. I don't think he was looking at what he was doing in that moment.
He's always a few moves ahead, absolutely. James is by far one of my favorite. I got a lot of favorite ninjas, but
Yeah.
James's focus is absolutely laser focused. The kid takes this sport, I think, a little too seriously.
too much.
he loves this sport so much. He is like a focused laser.
I mean, it is. I keep saying it's the coolest sport of all time. You
It
know?
absolutely is. I really wish it was around when I was a kid.
I don't know, man. I'd be a little scared seeing you getting that beefy, Lance.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Quick work of the agility here.
absolutely. What I like about James's runs is he knows exactly, where he needs to focus and when he can go fast.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best at game planning.
Absolutely.
And you can see right there, I think he was switching his hands around because he realized his plan wasn't going to work, right? And so having that adaptability and the willingness to change off course is such a veteran skill to have.
Absolutely.
So James just, absolutely attacking here.
Yeah, I know I'm preaching to the choir talking to you, but one of the things I enjoy the most is, watching what us parents call the ninja ballet as you all get ready and you start going through the course. And like you said, you're planning out the course.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're planning it all out. You're seeing it in your head. But then when you get on it, you like you just noticed, he changed in mid-course. And sometimes you have to make those mid-course corrections.
Now, I know that James wasn't that tired there. I think he just dropped because he knew the amount of time and energy it would have taken to fix it was probably more than just resetting and getting a better second try.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
I really think this guy's got it.
Absolutely, and he's got some time for sure. He's got plenty of time. He's really come far through this course in a nice short time, making short work of all these obstacles.
Yeah.
As we've been assessing this course this whole wonderful evening,
Yeah.
it's a race to these last 2 obstacles, and these things are burners for sure.
I mean, he's already one of the fastest guys here. I think he actually might be the fastest non-clear of the wrenches in this moment.
Excellent.
Which is, honestly, that's what I expect from James Burns. This guy, when you ever see him on a leaderboard,
Yep,
he's always either at the top or he's the fastest to a point.
absolutely, I agree.
And I can't relate. I mean, I run a more steady, conservative approach most of the time. Dang!
Let's go.
Oh, he's really trusting that hexagon.
He sure is.
Gosh, come on, bud. Come on, James. Yeah, spin out, bud. Spin out.
All right, get off there,
no.
kid. Yep.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's what
he's
we
working
do.
up the big swing. There it is, kid. Nice.
Wow.
He always has that forward momentum. He knows where he's so body aware. He definitely knows how to land and go forward.
I can't believe that. He's the first to do it from that position. And yeah, this Cliff Cabinet.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, that's the end of his run, but
Right.
I bet he's the type of guy that would get back up there and try again. Come on.
course.
Come
Yeah.
on, James. Do it again.
It's all fun.
Okay.
Fist bumping his fans.
He's not giving the rest of the runners more. There's the pink unicorn, guys. You see the unicorn in the background? We were
Yeah.
talking about that earlier. That's a special for New England regionals out here.
Yeah, sure is. I absolutely want to see that pink unicorn run the course personally. But
Oh, you and me both. All right.
great run, James.
Yeah, that
All right.
guy's got the dog in him.
Hey,
Speaking,
James. Great run, buddy. Good job.
All right, speaking
All right.
of, Nick Silva.
Absolutely. This kid, like if I had to sum Nick up in a word, it is technical.
Yeah.
He is absolutely technically just very, very specific about his moves.
And I've seen this guy on cliffs more than any other type of grip, probably. I know that cliffs are in this guy's wheelhouse.
Yep.
And this is a cliffhanger lover's kind of course.
For sure. Yeah, he'll make his way very technical and also calculated.
Yeah.
I mean, he does not throw anything to the wind. He's not. I mean, he does take his risks, but very rare. He knows exactly the move he wants to make, and it pays off most of the time.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, he's at one of those ages where everything's coming together, and I bet we'll absolutely see him. I feel like I've seen him attacking a lot of courses hard. That's a little unfortunate. I know that's in his wheelhouse, that type of technical move.
Exactly.
But he's someone that, you know, I really expect to see on a lot of podiums in the future because I know what he can do.
Yeah. And coming up out of Vitality, I mean, we both know, we both know what they produce. It's just that grind.
All right, this first move Nick had on lock on the first try, and now he's got to be a little more gentle. I like the lock off.
Yeah, there it is. Yep.
You see how he pulled up a little higher on that one? I think that type of technique is absolutely the way to go. Now you just kind of got to wait for the carousel.
Yeah, a little bit Wheel of Fortune there.
Yeah.
All right. Did he go over?
No.
Okay,
like
good. Good save, kiddo. Nice. All right, Nick, way to go. Let's go.
I don't love how his chest was dropping the whole time there.
No. All right, onto the drop and ledge.
I love this rock climbing style that we're sort of moving into. I think I've seen a lot more climbing style movement in the last year for Ninja. And as a rock climber of 13 years, I love it.
Absolutely, for sure. Yeah, and it's also interesting to see the different techniques of the absorption of the fall.
Yes.
Right? A lot of people just latch on to keep their feet. Some dangle them.
Totally. All right.
And
Nick's got to get out of here. Because I'm not going to lie, he's been a little on the slower side. Yeah, sitting in 26th right now.
All righty.
There's a lot of people that have gotten here and had their dreams stopped at this obstacle.
Yep.
So I know Nick Silva does burnout, and actually he's looking incredibly strong in these vertical grips, a lot stronger than a lot of the athletes we've seen. It's just going to be this up move. Yep. Can he lock it off enough?
Right, and it's interesting. Oh, look at that lock off. That is absolutely.
Well, what am I worried about?
No, nothing at all. And you know what I've also noticed, and this goes back to what we were talking about earlier, his technical and his calculated is he knows exactly the angle. I mean, look at he has not. Well, this is all right. That's of course he has not struggled to find the angle of that ratchet. It's almost as if he's got a ratchet at home that he practices with, right?
It looks like he's about to slip off this. I'm a little nervous, but if he gets the angle right, he can do it.
There it is.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, no hesitation right into this last one.
You only got 18 seconds.
Yeah,
he can't afford
it. Let's go, Nick. Come on, kid.
Yeah, okay. 10 now, or count them down. Come on, Nick. Give it everything, bud.
Yeah, let's go, pal.
You gotta go.
Send it.
Oh!
1 second left. He goes out. That is all right.
My man. That was a great performance.
What's that?
Nick Silva, kind of a beast. One of the very few to get through that tricky wrench line.
For sure.
Here's another one of these kids that were in the teen division last year.
Yep.
They're just absolutely paving a way in the elite division.
Yep. For this freshman season, freshman year has been an impressive year. Definitely to see these kids and grow, and it really has been my pleasure. Absolutely seeing. You know, it's so funny to me. You know, like I'm looking at my kid. He's getting almost as tall as me. Ben, Nick. I mean, these guys are kids. I've been watching this for 10 years up here in the New England region, and I can always depend on Nick and Ben to come and give it their all. And
I mean, Ben Seamson, this guy has been a beast.
Yep.
As of late, especially, just tearing up every course you put him on.
Yep.
In the NSC season, he made it to finals.
Absolutely.
At least at Stanford. I think there might have been another one too.
Yeah. And it's funny is because you know a lot of people through the years have confused. Him and Nick, they have a lot of similar looks.
A little ginger-ish, right?
Yeah, a little ginger, exactly. But you know what I'd say the difference between them is Ben is not afraid to take a risk. He'll send something that he'll definitely throw it.
And for me, I think of Nick as more of a grip athlete, and I think of Ben as more of like a flow linking athlete.
Yeah.
I always see this kid
nice
sending
absorption kid. Yeah, he sends it.
Woo, there's a send right there.
Yeah, he's not hesitating on it. Ooh, what was that?
I'm thinking he must have hit something black on the beam, and that is out of play. I'm not too worried about it. I'm sure he'll adjust.
Yeah, he's got 2:18 left coming around this backside of this course. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. He has got a good pace.
And again, at this point, I know Ben's planning to clear the wrenches, so he can take his time if he needs to. He's just got to remember to keep the hands on the blue, and he does a good job.
Yeah, there we go.
He's going to link the dismount too, I bet. Oh, he wanted it. He wanted it.
For sure. Don't you? You can see that hesitation when they look like they're gonna link it, and then they don't. You're like, you knew you wanted to do that.
He's thinking to himself, "I'm gonna pop. I'm gonna pop." Oh no. Okay.
No, I guess I didn't. It's all about that feeling. It's that it's funny. I've been having a lot of privilege of explaining this sport to my non-ninja friends and family.
Totally.
And it is such an amazing sport of body awareness, self-awareness, and the ability. Like an obstacle is an obstacle. And you just have to look at it. And look at him hanging on there. You go, man. Let's go.
His arm turned all the way around like an owl's neck.
That's right, exactly.
Gee,
and he does it again. I guess he likes that move.
He's not built for that.
Yeah, he touched. No.
People aren't built to do that.
I think your orthopedic surgeon's curious. He wants to know.
Yeah. He's got Kevlar in those shoulders, I swear.
Maybe.
All right, Ben.
Yeah, let's go, Ben.
He can do this, too. He can absolutely make it through.
Yeah. And, it's also been fun this season, too, is watching his mom compete. I love to talk about these families who compete together, and it's just such a beautiful thing to see. And his mom gives it her all, and, and she's been following in his footsteps, so it's really good to see.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so much fun.
I mean, this sport is just accessible to everybody, because at the end of the day, all you're trying to do is overcome a challenge, right?
Exactly right.
We give you a challenge. Can you do it? All right, let's find out.
Yeah.
Not much else to say about it.
Yeah. And I think these kids in this age, they're going to be able to bring these skills and abilities, to their future, to their job, going out to college. It's all right, Ben. Hey, great run, kid.
Yeah.
Don't hang your head low, pal. That was a sick run.
I think he's got what it takes to put this together at the end here anyway.
Yeah, watch. I have a thing that I say a lot of, and you can just never judge a ninja by one obstacle.
No, good saying, good saying.
It's like...
Everyone's got their strengths and their weaknesses, and it could just be the day, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, link in the clip, that a boy.
Oh, he says it. It's all right, Ben.
I think...
Great run, kid.
I think Ben was just a little pumped going into that last part, and his hands don't move as fast as they should, right?
No, yeah, he spent a lot of time on those wrenches. It really took the energy out of his forearms.
I was talking with Tyler Smith one day over at
Amazing Ninja.
Yeah, Obstacle Academy for their MSC. I was talking to him about how do you train to do such technical moves at the end of a course when you're pumped.
Yeah.
And he said it was just it was inspiring. It made a lot of sense. It's just like, well, first I get pumped, then I train technical obstacles. That's how you do it. How do you draw a picture of a chicken? You draw a chicken. That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
All right, well, Kai Ackle out here. This is one of the older athletes still in the elite division here, and he is such a powerhouse.
Absolutely.
31 years old, and there's a reason that he's so late in this run order, because he's showing up to all these competitions, and he is performing. Look at the efficiency.
Yep. One
backswing ready to go there.
Absolutely, he is
it's a rule that you cannot touch the black of the boxes.
Yep.
So even though he did what looked and felt natural, you have to use the blue. It's either that blue stage 4 designs in the middle of the box or the cliff on the top.
Yeah.
But Yeah, we saw Gio Bonnie have that same problem earlier.
Yeah, I think black and blue is a PTSD for People World 2 years ago.
Oh, is it ever?
Oh, God.
All right.
The video review team, we were called the Black and Blue Video Review.
Is that what it was?
Oh, yeah, Black and Blue Video Review, baby.
Oh, yeah, the platform after the turbo rollers, right?
Yeah. If you had 1 foot right on the edge, you're like, you touched the blue.
All right, well, luckily that didn't seem to
Stop
shake him up
No,
at all.
absolutely. And that takes, that just takes a lot of mental fortitude, right? To not let that little thing take the wind out of your sail.
Well, it just shows how long he's been doing it, right?
Yep, exactly.
That's something you get used to. The longer you compete, you're like, oh.
For sure.
But luckily in these newer formats, like retrying is kind of like a newer concept in Ninja.
Absolutely. Well, that was one of the things I know for a year and a half now. Everybody, that's what they really loved about the NSC format.
Definitely.
You have it, and so now the WNL always evolving, always getting better in what they're doing.
Yep.
They're like, hey, challenge course, baby. You get another shot, and
No.
then that just opened it up for a lot of people. Back to the concept of don't judge a ninja by one obstacle.
Exactly, because sometimes a small mistake just takes it out of you. And I think this is something that we really need to make the sport progress. And past that, it allows course designers to make harder obstacles.
Absolutely.
Which I love,
Yes.
as a course designer at Stanford. I love being able to scheme up something a little more dastardly and knowing that it's fair.
Yeah, I'm always complimentary in my commentary to you guys. I love to call you guys mad scientists. And they're cooking up courses.
Oh, I gotta tell you, I had a 3-hour drive to get here, and the whole time I was scheming up obstacles. That's what I do on my long drives.
There you go.
Kai Ackel is using his wicked long wingspan here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wicked long wingspan. I don't think I could say that 3 times fast, man.
I'm not even going to attempt it, so
Nah.
there you go.
All right, we've seen one man dismount from this exact position.
Yep.
Everyone else does one more move. So
Right.
Kai's got the wingspan.
Yeah, he
As long
does.
as he can. There we go. Okay.
And he's got the grip. He can hang there all day, it looks like.
Yeah, you gotta be careful on your backswing. You can't backswing too hard.
Yeah, he'll come out. You're absolutely right.
Come on, dude. Yeah.
There it is, Kai. There it is, buddy. You got this, pal.
All right. This
Let's
is
go,
where
kiddo.
people have been dismounting, and he is one people of
Hey,
them.
nice, gentle dismount. That was great.
All right. Now, unfortunately,
Yeah, he hasn't
20
got time to
seconds.
play around.
The hat's off.
Well, so I have this bizarre little personal thing.
Yeah.
If you start with a hat, you got to finish with a hat. So right there, he's lost 1 point.
Oh, no. Oh, gosh. You got to do the obstacle again.
I don't think the WNL holds the same rules that I
Oh,
do.
my gosh. Kai is pumped silly
He is
right
pumped.
now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can tell just on the cliffhanger how hard he's, like, over gripping and pulling up into it.
Yeah,
Thing is, 7
sure.
seconds. What are you going to do? You got to link
send
it.
Send it, Kai, baby. There you go. Oh,
I need a little more.
you got it. Yeah, just send it, kid. Hey, great run, Kai.
Great run.
Nothing to sneeze at, pal.
Yeah. He works so hard. He is one of those people that is just absolutely beasting.
Okay, cool. So, have you ever? Okay, so what you do? Right, well, first you clear a bunch, right? And then if you do that, it's gonna record the last 5 seconds, and then you hit that, and then okay, well, if you want to do 10 seconds, like they did a really sick move, and you want to hit 10 seconds, and then you hit that, and they're giving you a replay.
God, so I gotta hit this
Yeah.
and that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll practice on
Lance is showing me some new things back here in the booth. Maybe we'll get a replay on one of these runs now.
Yeah, rock and roll.
We're down to the last 5 here, man.
All right, Lucas Shenanian, fantastic ninja, fantastic friend. A little sneak preview, Lucas and some kid I know named Aaron and a few other backyard ninja kids. We're going to start to do this backyard series. We're all going to be bouncing around people's backyards and having a lot of fun off season. So Lucas has got his dad is the...
What is that? That can be like a YouTube series?
who knows what we're going to do with it. We're just going to have a little bit of fun in the yard. We built a rig last year in our yard. His dad and he built a real sick obstacle course in their yard. And his dad is, by the way, the obstacle building
I was
dad.
gonna say he's obstacle maker dad, right?
Yes, he is. So yeah, you can see all of his stuff on the DIY Ninja Obstacle page on Facebook. And
That's awesome.
Lucas has the privilege of being the primary tester of everything.
Yeah.
And there he is on the back there, a little big sponsor from his dad there. That's his business. But Lucas is an amazing ninja. I don't want to take away from that. It's been just a great watching him work out at Strive.
Oh, yeah.
Under James Burns.
And with Zack Keenan, and just the team out there is just so elite.
Yeah, I wish I was so busy. I'd love to hear what everybody was saying about Zach's one-handed.
I was alone in the booth, and I was confused. I was like, is he just trying to flex on everybody right now?
No, he's got an injury, and he's on a 6-week hiatus on that hand. He can't be using it, so.
So basically, as World sets, he'll be able to do Ninja again.
I'm hoping, yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Well, Lucas took an unexpected fall there.
Yep.
And I don't know what it was. I think he just wasn't using the angle here. He was in a vertical grip, and that's just been proven to be so slippery, so slick.
Yep. No, I'm glad you brought that up because you're absolutely right. I mean, just watching this all day long now today, you're absolutely right. You got to have that angle.
And the other part of it is that the angle for the tilted version is so awkward for your wrist position.
Yeah.
So it's like, what? Do you want the easy latch?
Come on,
hard grip?
Yeah.
Or the easy grip with the hard latch, and it's just it's a hard balance here.
Exactly right.
Come on, Lucas.
Yeah, you got this, kid. Come on.
I think he's trying to reset.
Yeah, he's going to reset. That's good. All right, shake it out, buddy.
That's smart.
You got a minute for exactly. Yep. That was a smart move. Very smart move, Lucas. You got this.
I'm surprised he's not just jumping out to it, honestly. But he's switching his hands.
Yeah, exactly. He wants to have that
left hand reach. Should be a little bit easier. You got to really over grip on this. You got to make it super awkward.
He sees the nut, the direction he wants to be in.
Yeah.
I think he's going to switch. There it is. There it is. All right, Lucas. Good job. Way to stick it to it, man. Way to hang in there, pal. You're going to get 2 more to get in close enough to get off. He's got the core strength to get him off. He doesn't have to go for that last wall. He can send it from here.
Dude, I'm pumped looking at this.
Yeah. Come on, Lucas, pal. You got this, buddy. All right, let's go. Get off here, pal. There you go. Send it. Yeah, he can send it from here.
We've seen one athlete do it, and I am nervous he's going to peel out.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Really
he's up.
We're good. He's up. All right, Lucas. Great run, kid. Good job, pal.
To the shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one dismount we saw from way back there, it was tilted. It wasn't that straight down pull. I think that's not enough leverage.
Correct. Yep, for sure. It'll peel right off.
Okay, now this young man right here, Cody Benoway, this has got to be one of my favorite guys of all time.
Absolutely, same here.
Look at him. He would hit his head into the arch.
Yeah, that's just not fair. They need to make archers tall enough for Cody.
He can't get enough run up.
No.
All right, Cody is ready. Now this guy's also got the wingspan. Yeah. I predicted this earlier with Tej. I think he might be tall enough to smack the cliffs open on that last move, which is something that it would break the whole obstacle. But he's got the wingspan for it.
He sure does. Yeah. No, I mean, it is a gift to be as tall as Cody is. I've watched him for many years.
Oh, yeah.
It has been a great just a great thing for me to do. Watch him, and then the whole time, his core is going to be absolutely rock solid because he's always going to keep his legs up.
Yeah, that's right.
He's always going to keep those legs up.
I think two seasons ago, I made an obstacle called the Cody Benoway toe tap obstacle in my gym.
Love it.
And Cody showed up to the obstacle in the middle of his run. He does the obstacle, is about to dismount, stops, looks at me, purposefully toe taps.
What a guy.
Incidentally, I didn't fail him for it, and continues the run.
Attaboy, Cody. So, exactly. So he is good, strong ninja.
Great adjustment there.
Yeah, it's fun watching him, whether it's WNL, whether it's NSC. He brings his best game. It's a real privilege to watch him compete.
And I mean, he's one of the 15 to make it to finals at the NSC
yes,
this year.
He is, yeah.
So absolutely a top-level athlete.
Yeah, and I've heard conversations, his height, is it a benefit? Is it a curse? And I've just seen him be able to use it to his benefit. It can go both ways.
It can.
He knows how to use it. And I think what you were saying earlier about these cliffs, we're going to be able to see.
He's going to static, yep.
Yeah, exactly. He can static. And that is such an amazing thing. Because it also shows great control.
Yeah.
Right?
And we know that right here, he's going to have to work even harder than the average person to keep those feet up. Because even our shorter athletes are like almost foot tapping here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but his wingspan is good. It's going to serve him well in these 2 obstacles.
Oh, there we saw a peel out on the women's course over our shoulder here.
Yeah.
But now we got
See, look at
Cody.
that. He's reaching all the way to that second board. And this is just a wonderful gift.
Yeah, very fortunate.
And also able, because as you were talking about earlier, the leverage that you need, he's got both the strength and the wingspan to get that up into a nice leverage angle and not have to depend on a hanging lollipop, shall we call it.
Yeah, Cody is so strong. He doesn't even need to do a pull-up here.
No, he does not.
Just put it on there, bud.
1 minute, 3 seconds. That is great. Good, solid.
One of the faster times here.
For sure. All right, now a dismount.
Come on, Cody.
You got this, Cody. There you go. Nice. Gentle. It's like stepping down off of a small little step.
All right, sitting in 7th right now. Can he be number 2? Okay.
All right, let's go.
All right, this is it, Cody.
Come on, big Code. You got this, kiddo.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
So, it looked to me like he didn't quite get there fast enough with his hands to open it before able to get the clip, right?
Yep.
And that's something that I think a big lead hand like that would help you adjust.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
I would love to see him try and knock him open.
Exactly.
honestly.
I mean, he has got the span. He can do this. Come on, you got this, Cody. Let's go, kid. Oh, he's going to go for a big dismount. He's going for the big dismount.
Wow. Timed out.
Amazing.
That was insane.
That was insane. Let's see. No, okay.
No, so the replay's not working here, unfortunately.
Yeah, we were going to try to see that.
Well, that's fine. We'll get one of the live stream guys over here to.
Yeah, for
help
sure.
us
What a
adjust
great
that.
run, Cody. Fantastic job.
Well, we got the exact opposite height athlete next. Cody Benoway's got to be 6'4",
Yeah.
and Gavin Obi might be 5'4".
Yeah.
You know?
No, for sure. But what Gavin brings to it is these amazing springs.
Does he ever?
To me, I've always said he's like a Tigger. He winds down into a tight spring, and then he explodes onto the course.
Yep.
This kid has one speed, and that is fast forward.
Yeah, my man can pounce, and I know he's going to. They are making sure that if Gavin hits a buzzer, there will be smoke, because Cody might have tried to sabotage.
That's
the
right.
smoke
He didn't want
machine.
any. He's like, if I can't get smoke, nobody gets smoke.
And hey,
Yeah.
I get it.
But so again, watching Gavin since he was a young kid, brand new into the sport.
Yeah.
Really close friends with Aaron, and it has been just my pleasure to watch him grow into the young man that he is. And what an incredible coach.
And he's so dedicated to his position as a coach. Like,
Abs-
I know there's been many times where he's opted to not compete places because he had kids competing.
Absolutely.
And he did the jump link. I was saying it's a tease. I didn't know when we were going to see someone do it. I should have known it was going to be when Gavin ran.
Absolutely. And what I love about Gavin's techniques is it just looks so effortless to him. He's having fun.
Yeah.
It is showing in everything he does. And it's a natural thing for him. It's complete nature.
Yeah.
And he does it with effort. And I mean, look at this, 240 left, and we're already onto this falling cliffs. I mean, this kid is an exciting ninja
he
to
flies,
watch.
man. He
Yep.
flies.
Yeah.
And he has always been one of my favorite. Once I knew who Gavin was, I was like, oh, how do I get more Gavin?
Right.
You know?
Yeah. He was the first. He and Matt D'Amico were the first I ever saw the spinning lache move where you pump your body, you twist in midair, and go the other way.
Yes.
And it's to build up that power so fast. And like when I watching them do that as like a mate, and then I started to watch ninja after ninja and after ninja start doing that.
And everyone does it now, right?
Everybody
It's like
does
a
that now.
classic technique almost.
Yeah, yeah. It was Gavin and Matt, and they, that's the greatest thing. I have a lot of conversations with Matt, and he's coached both Gavin and Aaron.
Yeah.
And now he came up to me and said, how much he loves competing with Gavin and Aaron, and it's such a great time. And look at this, 144.
He did a one-hand hop to re-grip himself.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. This is the example of what I talk about is grip strength body weight ratio.
Yeah, right.
And when you're all at five whatever, you have that grip in your body weight.
On the other side of that spectrum, Cody Benoway, I know that for him, burnout's like the hardest type of course because he's got that size.
Let's go, Gavin. Come on, get off here, pal.
Gavin, what a tank. He's looking for it. He wants it.
All right, here we go. All right, last obstacle. This puts him in third place right now with his pace.
And honestly, if he didn't get hung up on those wrenches, he'd be well into second instead.
Absolutely, for sure. He's chasing Evan, and then everybody's chasing that Mr. Albertie.
Oh my gosh.
All right, he's got this.
Gavin's one of the people that I think can do this. Yeah, that's what I was worried about from Gav.
Yeah, he's a little bit more of a reach.
Hey, I don't think this move is too bad anyway. You just got to do it.
Yeah. Let's go, Gavin. You got this, kid.
Okay, fingertips are doing work for Gavin
All right,
today.
let's go, Gavin. Nice reach.
I know he's not tired. I don't think Gavin gets tired.
No.
He's just making sure his hands work right now.
For sure. And again, he's
he thought of a skip.
Yeah, he's one of you fellow rock climbers. All right, Gavin, let's go! All right, that gets him up into second place. Gavin Obi, 252.
Oh my gosh.
Just 9 seconds slower than Tom Albertie.
Gavin,
Hey, I'm here to say that was my pick.
That was your pick?
Gavin.
All right.
Gavin was one of my picks.
Teach us back, everybody.
I'm back.
back.
They had me demoing and stuff, but
Yeah, all
you know
right.
what? No, you can take it. You got two more. One of them's your son, so you got
Oh, all right.
You got it.
yeah.
You got it.
All right, appreciate you. Appreciate Teach is rocking here, kids.
Yeah.
This has been an honor for me to sit in Teach's seat. But here we go, guys. Loic Forier out of Montreal, Canada.
I mean, he's got to be like almost everyone's favorite ninja by this point, right?
Dude, he needs to get the most best improved ninja. I mean, he...
Rookie of the year, man.
Absolutely.
Rookie of the year.
He has come into this season. It has been a privilege to get to know him. His very first WNL was last year at Norwood, and he came down. His first time we met, fast friends.
I mean,
with his dad, and he. And you know what's a humbling moment is when you got this young 14-year-old kid at the time coming down out of another country saying how much of a fan he is of Gavin Obi, of Aaron Giacomo, of
he's
all
a
these
student
kids.
of the sport.
He's a student of the sport, and I'm telling you, the river of Canadians that have followed this kid down is impressive.
I mean, he drove 6 hours more than once to come to the Stanford Ninja Academy to compete at our gym.
All the time. That kid, his dad loves to drive.
His dad loves to drive. Thank goodness his dad loves to drive.
That's right. I'm telling you, I want to be as committed to driving as his dad is.
Yeah.
And we benefit from having Loic down here competing. I mean, because he absolutely has ratcheted up the skill. I mean,
he brings everyone up. He really does.
Yeah. And what a friendly kid. I mean, just always smiling, always happy.
Yeah.
Again, like you said, a student of the sport, but man, a love of the sport. The passion that comes out of this 16-year-old kid is so infectious.
I mean, he works so hard. I remember seeing him building obstacles in his backyard and training even in the snow. And it snows a lot up there.
It sure does. Yeah, we'd love to add him to our backyard series because he's got a sick rig up there.
Does he ever? Yeah.
So
if it's a summer series, you can do it.
Yeah. Nice. Everybody take a cruise up, 6 hours up to Montreal.
Oh man, the crowd here is really getting behind him, but you can see he's really getting pumped.
Yeah.
Switching hands.
Yeah. Let's go, Loic. You got this, kid. Come on. Big reach here, pal.
Come on, Loic. I think he's just coming off winning the Canadian Ninja League World Championships as well.
There you go.
So he's on a hot streak, and the question is, can he figure this out? You can tell his biceps are pumped silly.
Absolutely. He's definitely feeling this in all of his grip. Come on, Loic, you got this, buddy. Look at him. He's still hanging on there, though, dude.
Yeah.
It's almost as if like he doesn't want it. He can't let go.
Come on.
Oh, there it is.
Come
All right, Loic, way to go.
on. You
That's
gotta
all.
put that
Hang it in
free.
there. Yeah, you got to move now, Loic. You got 30 seconds. That was a real time burner. That really took out his time, Loic.
Oh my gosh.
That's all right. What an amazing, clean run.
What do you do here? You shake out and you try again, right? There's nothing else to do.
He can go again. You want to go again? All right.
Yeah, can't blame the guy. He just wants to do the last obstacle.
No, yeah, he wants to get through this.
So they're
That's all right, Loic.
there. That's the end of his run.
Fist bumps, buddy. Yeah, he's made a choice, and that is an absolute good choice.
I think it is. I think it absolutely is. You know, your runs. You're too pumped to do it twice. You really don't have the time. So
Yep.
just go do what you can on this last one.
Yeah, have fun. Hey, and that's the other thing too. Look, if you're not having fun,
he's
what are you
pumped.
doing? Yeah, he's pumped out. He wants to do it again. There it is.
He is a second and a half.
Yep. There it is, Loic. And he did
Come
it the
on.
right way.
Let
Let's
him do
go.
it. Let him do it, ref. Let him do it.
That's all right, Loic. Incredible run, buddy.
Man, I'm
All
glad
right.
to see it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. I'm going to take a back seat to Will because our last runner of the night, he's earned this.
Who is this guy? I don't think I've heard too much about him.
No, yeah, he hasn't got much. No,
He's pretty new.
We got Aaron, man. Aaron has been on a tear this whole season. And World Ninja League, yeah, he's the point leader in New England. He has won more comps than just about anybody. And that's just the World Ninja League. In the NSC, he's made finals many times already. At just the young, ripe age of 16. I mean,
just
this
turned
guy's-
17 April 30th. He's a 17-year-old.
Got to update the graphics a little bit here, but that's amazing. Just how quickly he sort of rose into the sport.
Yeah, this has been, I mean, I'm excited because, you know, this being the decade of WNL, this is Aaron's 10th year of working, being a ninja.
I remember when I first met him, I thought of him as like the kid who followed Gavin a little bit, but
Yeah.
now I see him as like, oh, he's actually just like Gavin number 2 in terms of like speed, confidence,
Yeah.
adaptability.
If you take if you go back 10 years of watching WNL,
Yeah.
what you're seeing right now is what you'll see. You'll see Coach Gavin with Aaron,
Yeah.
or Aaron with Gavin, and you know what an incredible friendship that has been forged over these 10 years.
Oh, absolutely.
And there's actually, I call them the three amigos because the two of them love to go rock climbing with James Burns, and to watch those three like do burnout exercises at Strive
Yeah, of
on
course.
Wednesday nights is just a really fun time. And so like they're good friends, they challenge each other, they push each other, and I mean what better friends to have, right?
No.
Someone who's going to push you to your max.
And people that are, you know, they all share the same love for one sport, like
Absolutely.
that's your best friends. That's your best friends right there.
Yeah, it
All
has been
right.
really good. Let's go, Aaron. Come
Aaron
on, big reach here, buddy.
getting stuck in the same place as Loic, but making the move a lot.
Oh, nope. Oh, it slipped off.
That's commentator's curse right there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna blame the crowd that's cheering. Actually, they got in his head a little
Yeah.
bit. No.
Let's go, Aaron. Come on, buddy. You got this, pal. Lock it in.
Oh yeah.
There it is. All right, now get off here,
Now
kid.
we're out of here.
Get it off. Let's go. All right,
And
come on, kid.
I think to put him as the second fastest.
Oh,
Sixth
he's
place. Sixth place right now.
Okay. All right, come on. You got to finish, big guy.
I mean, I think he's got enough time. He can absolutely recover a little bit.
Yeah.
And he's got Gavin, one of the two people to do the move, whispering in his ear.
That's right.
That's who you want in your corner.
Absolutely.
I don't know who's sweating more over here, Aaron or his dad.
I am in a full flop sweat here. Thanks, Teach.
Oh.
Come on, Aaron. Let's go, buddy.
All right, he's
Come on.
opened the first set of doors.
All right, come on, kid.
His
on.
cliff grip looks pretty solid still.
Yeah.
Now, it's just a matter, can we get the lead hand out here quick enough? And are the hands accurate? Come on.
Come on, Aaron. Let's go. 19 seconds, buddy. Oh! That's all right. Come on, kid.
So close.
So, he's got to go quicker on this first
Yep.
one to have the time to do it.
All right.
So, he can do it. He showed us he's got the accuracy. He's got his hands move quick enough.
Come on, Ed Bum. Let's do this, kid.
Pump is not caught up to him. Come on, Aaron. You got to do it here. You got to go now,
12 seconds,
probably.
kid. Yeah, you got it.
I
Yeah,
like
there we go.
it.
All right. 7 seconds, buddy. Come on, you got to go.
Come
Send it, buddy.
on.
Send it. Oh, dag nabbit.
Give him one more swing and he'd have done it.
Oh, brother. Great run, Aaron.
Wow.
Incredible challenge right there.
And hey, our two finishers were both top 3 last year for World Ninja
Absolutely.
League Finals.
Aaron, great run,
Well
buddy.
earned.
Good job.
And that's
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up our elite runners.
Yeah.
It was awesome commentating with my good friend Will here. Fantastic job.
I love having Lance in the booth.
I got a job
man.
to do.
All
We'll see
right,
you guys
Lance
in a
is
bit.
going to go announce the winners of some of the divisions over here. But that is all we've got from the elite male division. Going to real quick check our leaderboard and see what we got. Obviously, first place, Tom Albertie, absolutely crushing it. He got second in Northeast Regionals just last couple of weekends ago. And then Gavin Obi in second, and third is right now Evan LaValle. So that's going to come down to the flow course next. You can see right there, 1-0. The 0 is going to become their flow course standing. So moving down to the top 10, we got Kevin Rodriguez in 4th, Evan Malik in 5th, Aaron, who just ran in 6th. Those guys were all blazing fast to the wrench, past the wrenches. And then Jake Shanti, Owen Matters, Matt D'Amico, and Cody Benoway. Matt D'Amico and Cody Benoway are tied in 9th. That means that they got there at the exact same time. That doesn't happen a whole lot. That's pretty awesome. And so you're going to see these leaderboards sort of get shaken up as the flow course takes place. And well, we're going to get to that in a little bit here. That's all we got for now. We're going to get the elite female set up here kind of soon. So stick around and we'll get that going.